ESPN 106.3 for more breaking news. Brought to you by St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2026 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2026 Defender 110 P300S for just $879 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Trans World Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Big summer flavor is waiting at DQ Grill and Chill. Right now, enjoy the perfect $7 meal deal. 3-piece chicken strips, fries, medium drink, and a sundae, all for just $7. And for $2 more, you can upgrade to the new DQ Blizzard of the Month. Nestle drumstick with peanuts. Bite into choco-covered drumstick pieces, plus peanuts blended into DQ's world-famous soft serve. It's the perfect crunchy and creamy treat all in one. And it's only at DQ Grill and Chill, 4828 Lake Worth Road and US 1 just south of North Lake.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Well. Looks like your well water could use a little help. If you're dealing with hard water, funky smells, or water that just doesn't taste right, it's time to make your well water swell water with Culligan.
Hey, Culligan, man!
Their customized water treatment systems help deliver cleaner, better tasting water all throughout your home. And right now, you can try Culligan for just $10 a month for your first 3 months, serving South Florida since 1936. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 106.3.
WESP Jupiter, a good karma sports radio station.
I think I figured it out. The real winner of the Cleveland Browns quarterback battle was the Atlanta Falcons because it made us forget about theirs.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man, your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
What up, people?
What's going on with you?
Today?
What's going on? That was you, problem, right?
That wasn't me. I hit the on button and then it went off.
You've had a rough start.
Wonky weird Wednesday here. Weird Wednesday, weird hump day here on Theoretically Speaking. But good people, it is your boy Theo Dorsey and we're live at least. Is the video working? Are we live on ESPN South Florida YouTube?
Yeah, we're live.
The video's good. So
it's been a
stream
weird
us.
day. Weird day.
Stream us on YouTube at ESPN South Florida. Play us on your smart speakers. Just tell them to play ESPN 106.3. And hopefully the start that we just got off to here on Theoretically Speaking is not indicative of the start that the Miami Hurricanes will get off to this year in the college football slate, which is where I'm going to end up starting here, despite them not playing this weekend in the pseudo week 0 of college football. I think before we kick off the schedule, I want to make my bold Hurricane prediction. But Colin Russo's on the other side of the glass on the 1s and 2s. And he, just like me, absolutely befuddled on what took so long for the Open to play. It was like my board was in preview mode. The hell is preview mode?
Nothing was wrong over here. It's completely a user error on your part.
I didn't even know. I mean, it was a green button up or something like that. I hit the green button, it went away, and then the Open worked out. So yes, we are here. We are live. We are rolling. We are 3 sleeps away from the college football slate opening up. Three sleeps away from North Carolina and TCU in Dublin, Ireland, because that is exactly what the doctor ordered, apparently. Apparently, the folks out in Ireland were like, hey, our afternoon beers would love to have those with more Bill Belichick misery. But that is what we're going to be subjected to this upcoming weekend. And then again, it all really gets going underway the next weekend when the Canes open up on a Friday night against Stanford. I still declare that the matchup of Ole Miss versus Louisville in Nashville on Sunday is going to be the marquee game of week 1. I'll give my top 5 college football games of the college football schedule, and that one, surprise, surprise, is going to make it later on in the show. Plus, we're still riding the high of Klay Day yesterday in Miami as we welcomed Klay Thompson at Theoretically Speaking, and the Miami Heat welcomed him into a uniform as he begins his age 36 season with a Heat team that expects to contend. And I have some bold declarations about that team as well. So just stick around today. You're going to be graced by a lot. And of course, it's a Wednesday, so that means we get a little Evan Cohen in about 15 minutes from Unsportsmanlike and First Take, despite me not seeing him on either one of those things in the past few days. So we got to check in on him. It's going to be more of a...
You think Evan's a little annoyed that he didn't get Klay Thompson yesterday?
Oh, he's ticked off. He's ticked off. Just like I was a little bit annoyed that he got Lil Wayne. He gets Lil Wayne all the time on Unsportsmanlike.
Who's a very good sports fan.
Oh, yeah. Did you see that Wayne's kid is like a high school football kicker?
A good one?
I don't know. He's good enough to make
He's not
highlights.
a big guy.
Yeah. No, he's not. He's like
right?
5'7".
He's like
5'6". Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Very,
so he's
very
not a
small
big guy. Genetically, we don't have a linebacker, let's put it that way.
He played fullback, apparently. Lil Wayne played fullback back in the day.
You could play fullback technically anywhere?
In youth football.
Yes.
In youth football. What I will say, though, about Wayne and his son playing kicker, I'm like, you know what? That's kind of smart. It's kind of smart of him. Yesterday, I think we discussed, based on that CTE study, where 1 in 4 NFL players that were studied between like 2008 and 2021 were diagnosed with CTE. And they said that the number actually could be between 25% and 97%, which the weirdest part about that study that got put out was I've never seen a study get put out where the percentage points, the delta in percentage points is 75.
Not good.
I want to know what the real number is that they believe it is, and then what the NFL told them is okay for them to put out.
You think the NFL? I don't think the NFL would be happy if they put anything out. I mean, you don't think they're working at least somewhat independently?
They said 25%, which is the number everybody's been going on with.
And they did say it could be much higher.
They said that is the absolute floor. Like, that is the lowest reasonable prediction. And they said it can be anywhere up to 97%, which is deafening to hear if you are a parent with a kid in football. But it struck me with that question. You asked me yesterday, like, hey, tackle football. Are you down for your son playing it? I have a son now that is he turns 8 weeks old tomorrow, or 2 days from now. He's a big, hefty dude.
Who's counting?
He's a hefty dude. I'm counting. Trust me. I am counting.
How much does the baby weigh right now?
Probably around like 15 pounds. Probably a little bit over. Around 15.
Is that par for the course?
So when he was born, he was 9 pounds, 6 ounces.
Yeah, it's a heavy baby.
And when he was in the hospital, they said he was in the 99th percentile with size. And every single time we've checked in and got his weight measured and his height measured and everything, he's been
evened out a little bit?
No. He's been 99th percentile his whole life. All 7 and some odd weeks of it. So it's going to be a big kid. So the football thing's going to come up likely at some
Hold
point.
on. You're getting a little too ahead of yourself. There's no guarantee this baby's going to be, he'll be your size.
I played football.
Memorably?
I'm not Lil Wayne. I mean, I remember it.
Somebody does.
I remember.
My dad remembers it.
Yeah, my dad, team president, definitely remembers it. I will say this. Smart on Lil Wayne, though. That's what I want to get back to. Kicker's another position I'd let my son play. Yeah, you can go kick. Kicker's a great position to play.
All right. Keep in mind,
fortitude.
A lot of high school programs get their kickers from the soccer team.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Play soccer, play kicker, play some tennis, play some golf. Hell, I'll even sit through some t-ball, some youth baseball. But no, I don't think there's any there's no fiber in my body that is excited to. At one point in my childhood, I might have thought this, but these days, knowing what I know, hell no, I wouldn't be interested in that. So many other things you could be doing. I will say, too, probably going to stay away from the basketball court, especially because I've been saying this since I saw them two get together. Asia Wilson and Bam Adebayo it looks like they're on the precipice of marriage. Like, Bam has been floating it out there publicly. I don't know why he would do this without, dropping the one. He's been floating it out there that he's ready to propose publicly. And that means they likely might be procreating. And that means that anybody who has a kid going forward is going to have a very steep hill to climb. So basketball's off the table.
She's also got a basketball career to worry about.
Yeah, no, they got to wait. They probably got to wait a little bit.
I don't know how that works. Timing-wise.
What do you mean?
It's like a torn ACL.
I know.
9 months.
I played fantasy. This is my last year ever playing WNBA fantasy basketball. It's my last year ever doing it. 2 of my players out for the season.
Pregnancy?
Why? Pregnancy.
You're kidding me.
No.
It's that common?
Yes.
Wow.
Now, is it on me that I didn't check the injury reports or I guess their Instagram posts before we did the draft?
That's fascinating. I guess I didn't realize. I mean, I guess that totally makes sense.
Yeah, you can't play. I mean, especially in the WNBA. There's certain, like we saw Serena do it in tennis. Not necessarily as much of a contact sport, even though I would say he has some athletic vigor it takes to play tennis.
One thing about tennis, too, is you're playing you're not salaried, right? You're not playing year-by-year basis.
Yeah. So
you're playing by the tournaments you play.
Yeah, you can play certain tournaments. You can't play a WNBA season pregnant.
Serena did a mixed doubles with Alcaraz at the U.S. Open. Did you see that?
Just now?
So yesterday, 2 days ago?
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not see that.
They look cool. They do a good job with that. They did win.
Oh. Shout out Serena. Somebody asked me the other day, like, why is Serena keep on trying to play tennis at this age and at this stage in her career? I said, probably because she's bored, and also I'm sure Nike's paying her a lot of money to get out there in their gear.
That's probably true. I am of the lot that she does not need to come back. She's the greatest women's tennis player of all time, so therefore we don't need to do this anymore. And I watched the Wimbledon match. She could barely get through the third set. That was what I was a little nervous about.
Yeah.
She's old.
Yeah, she's old. She's done it. She's done it already. You know who hasn't done it yet? Darian Mensah with the Miami Hurricanes. I've been hearing the kind of reports out of what's happening over there on Green Tree that will make even the most pessimistic Canes fan, have one of those dreams where you wake up and you got to go change the sheets. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are some really, really high marks that the Miami Hurricanes football team right now have been clearing when it comes to what people have been seeing from practice, what coaches have been talking about, and also what I've been seeing from some of the national media that is starting to have this delayed reaction of getting on board that this might be Miami's year. I saw Josh Pate, one of the preeminent voices of college football, just recently put out his 12-team playoff predictor bracket, which I would dare not ever touch that in August.
It's a little rough.
How can you do that in August?
A little rough, I'm going to be honest.
How can you predict the 12-team playoff and then go through the bracket?
It's a miracle if you go 6 of 12, and it's a further miracle if you know the 12 to get 5 of them right.
Yeah, like that is, you know what, Josh Pate, good on you. That is impressive that you would even take that task on. What I did see is, you want to know who he had at the end of the road? At the end of the road, Colin?
All right.
You ready? Man, what a day. What are you doing? Why you pump it down? Why you pipe it down? Why you pipe it down? What are we doing here?
He had them play Oregon in the championship. I actually agree with that.
Pretty good. That's a pretty good matchup right there. I want to see Miami versus Texas. I'm all hyped up off of this Vince Young documentary. I would love to see Miami. I think the culture needs Miami versus Texas in the national championship game. But no, he had the Miami Hurricanes, which is not much of a surprise. He's actually been somebody who's been big on Mario Cristobal over the past couple of years and believes in what they've got together. I'm not ready to start predicting national championships or 12-team playoff appearances or, anything outside of what's going to happen here in the regular season, because that's all of the information we do have is what they have in front of them. 3 things I'm certain about for this year of the Miami Hurricanes. I want the big voice on this one.
Number 1.
Gone are the days of the Mario Cristobal game. And y'all know what I'm talking about.
They had Mario Cristobal games last year.
Those were not Cristobal games. Those were Carson games. All right? So gone are the days of the Cristobal game.
What was the last Cristobal game? The Syracuse game with Cam Ward?
Georgia Tech. You know what? Syracuse was
That
more
Syracuse game was a
that was a
godforsaken
defensive coordinator game.
That was a godforsaken game.
That was a we don't have Corey Heatherman.
You know what
yet
should have
game.
been a Cristobal game, and they were very lucky it wasn't. Was that Cal game?
Don't talk to me.
One of the
Cal could have been. You're right. That would have been a Cristobal
because they had a
game.
targeting call that saved Miami at the end of in the fourth quarter of that game. It was like at 2 a.m. That
Cal
was a
would have
game
been.
that was Cristobal all over. It's like 15, 16.
The last Cristobal game was Georgia Tech. That was the last Cristobal game. So by the way, that quarterback for Georgia Tech that beat Miami, I'm talking about the one where they fumbled and then it wasn't really a fumble, but Georgia Tech recovered it.
It was Haynes King, right? I think it was.
It wasn't Haynes King. It's actually the new starting quarterback.
Oh, Aaron Philo
for the Florida Gators.
Aaron Philo. That's right.
Ain't that crazy? Are they trolling? Are they trolling Miami right now?
I don't know a lot about Aaron Philo, but he did win that job. I didn't know a lot about that quarterback battle, so good for him.
So back to what I am predicting, starting for the Miami Hurricane season.
Number 1.
Gone are the days of the Mario Cristobal game. It's over with. This roster's too fortified. The coordinators who make the decisions on the offensive and defensive side, Shannon Dawson and Corey Heatherman, they are too sharp at their jobs, and Mario Cristobal is too matured of a CEO head coach to allow those kind of things slip away like that again. You learn from your experiences, and damn it if I don't believe that the Mario Cristobal Hurricanes haven't gotten past that. So not worried about this easy regular season slate the Hurricanes have. They're going to win the games they're supposed to. They're going to be in the battles that they are lined up to be in, and we'll get to that one later. So that's the first one. No more Cristobal games.
Number 2.
The floor is still 11-1, and they are going to win the ACC championship this year for the first time in the Miami Hurricanes football program history. They're going to win the ACC title game, likely going to end up with a bye week into the college football playoff, and I'll make those predictions once we get there. Once I see what their route is, once I see who the Hurricanes have to face, that's when we'll start making predictions around that. But here's the one that I want to really take off with today.
Number 3.
Darian Mensah should be the favorite for the Heisman Trophy. With everything we know about the Miami Hurricanes
I disagree, but I understand that he should be top. I'll give him 6.
Favorite.
6.
Right now, he has the third shortest odds in most sports books.
Is it Manning again? Who's number 1?
It is Arch Manning is ahead of him and Julian Saint.
Julian Saint.
CJ Carr. Sorry, CJ Carr.
CJ Carr. Yeah, that's right. CJ Carr is
CJ Carr. Arch Manning.
So the one thing about those two are both returning players. Daniels was a transfer in.
Transferred in for Jaden Daniels. Caleb Williams, a transfer.
Yeah, that's a good
as
one.
well.
Bryce Young was not.
Bryce Young was the last non-transfer quarterback to win the award. But it is since this has been the new normal in college football. Since this has been, I mean, you look at the championship winners as well. Transfer quarterbacks have gotten the nod with the Heisman, and I think there's 2 parts to that. Number 1, it is generally speaking a uber talented player that steps into a new situation with weapons that were better than what he had before. That's exactly what Darian Mensah is doing going from Duke to Miami. At Duke, the dude had maybe the second best statistical quarterback season in all of college football last year, and he did it with only one playmaker that people can name, and that's Cooper Barcade.
Who's now in Miami.
That guy's on Miami. He's teaming up with Malachi Toney, who led college football in receptions last year, with Vandravius Jacobs, who is one of the top transfer target wide receivers, and he was the number 1 player in this area of high school football just 3 or 4 years ago. He also has Mark Fletcher behind him and maybe the deepest running back room in college football, an offensive line with a bunch of guys that have a lot of stars behind their name and coached by maybe the best offensive line coach in college football. And again, it can't be understated that Darian Mensah, who is being projected as potentially a first-round pick, he did all of that. He won the ACC with Duke. He carved teams up. If you look back at the game log for Duke last year, he probably had maybe one bad game out of 13.
They lost to Tulane. He did not have a good game there, but I agree.
Outside, he was a dog. Even
Don't
a lot
disrespect
of their losses.
Jeremiah Hasley, who is their star tight end, who had the 2 tight touchdowns against Virginia, who's friend of show, jumped on with me during ACC Media Day. Good kid. Smart kid.
I'm with you. No hate.
That's our guy right there.
No hate. I got you.
2 touchdowns in that Virginia game, including the game winner.
Hey, you know what? If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. You know what else I love about this college football season? People forgot about how Miami got Darian Mensah. And I think Lane Kiffin, I want to thank him for this, by the way.
Stop.
All of the noise that Lane Kiffin has created has helped shield the one negative narrative that could have followed Darian Mensah. I'll have one more point on why I think Mensah has a great shot at winning the Heisman. Easy regular season for the Miami Hurricanes. The hate that could surround Mensah because of how he left Duke and went to Miami super late in the process. People forgetting about that because of Lane Kiffin and everything that's going on in the SEC.
I certainly didn't, and I asked them about it, and they didn't appreciate it. He did not appreciate it.
They are trying to sweep that so far under the rug.
The way that Cristobal referred to it at ACC Media Day when I had him on, yes. Cristobal was like, when Darian entered the portal, then we called. And I go, Mario, you called, and then he entered the transfer
That's not true.
portal.
That's not true. Sir, hey, look.
Stop wasting my time, Mario.
And again.
And then Darian was the same way. He goes, I go, Darian, you entered the transfer portal a little late. What was going on there? Like, tell me about that process. And he shelled up.
Come on, man. Hey, stop hating, man. Just enjoy the vibes. Darian Mensah right now, a lot of sports books you can get some really good odds on. And again, the Canes are likely going 11-1 or 12-0, and he can have his Heisman moment against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish on the road, which is really going to cement that process for him. I got Darian Mensah for Heisman, man. That's my lock for the Canes season. 888-760-3776, though. The Baptist Health Hotline always open for you. What's your one prediction for this year's Miami Hurricanes football season? Your one thing you're locking in. You're going to the bank with it. Mine is Mensah for Heisman. Heismensa. There's even a good hashtag to go with it. Who doesn't like good hashtags?
Heismensa is slightly below average. That's not a big-time Heisman tagline.
I mean...
Do you
just wake up
and like
Mensah. Are you ruminating? Is there hate that just ruminates in your bed and you
I
wake
root against
up
Miami
and you just soak yourself in that hate? Is that what happens in the Colin Russo
Josh
household?
Hoover, Heisman candidate out of Indiana.
The Baptist Health Hotline is open for you. 888-760-3776. Unless you got Josh Hoover hype, I don't want to hear none of that. Welcome to Pro Level Orthopedic Care at Baptist Health. From the sports injuries to the everyday aches, our expert team delivers the same advanced care that is trusted by the pros. So get back to the life and the activity you love. And learn more at baptisthealth.net/ortho. That is Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Welcome to being treated like a pro. Speaking of pros on the other side, Evan Cohen pulls up. Where have you been? Where have you been, Evan? We'll check in on him on the other side here on Theoretically Speaking. That is Colin. I'm Theo. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine, and our team is a triple threat to big insurance companies.
Don't settle with the insurance companies for a fraction of what your case is worth. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Get your free case review right now. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Need an extra boost? With Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union, you can earn up to $700 each year with a 7.0% annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's real money for real moments, like a family getaway or treating yourself to something special. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit one checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
For over 40 years, Ronald McDonald House of South Florida has supported families like Kayla's.
Without the Ronald McDonald House, we couldn't continue with Kayla's medical treatment.
We are now building a new, larger house to accommodate almost twice as many families each year.
It's a peace of mind knowing we have a place to stay without worrying about costs.
Help us build this new home by visiting rmhcsouthflorida.org.
Well. Looks like your well water could use a little help. If you're dealing with hard water, funky smells, or water that just doesn't taste right, it's time to make your well water swell water with Culligan.
Hey, Culligan man!
Their customized water treatment systems help deliver cleaner, better tasting water all throughout your home. And right now, you can try Culligan for just $10 a month for your first 3 months. Serving South Florida since 1936. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
Hey, it's Steph
Steph Prince here, and in South Florida, you need an AC team that can deliver in the clutch. That's why my family trusts Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. As a mom of 3, trust me, when your AC goes down, you don't want to strike out with the wrong company. You want a team that keeps the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps the family cool. And Bob Bradley knows a thing or two about coaching a winning team. He coached his son Bobby all the way to becoming a first-round draft pick, and now he's helping his grandson Trey develop his game. And one thing's for sure, high standards run in the Bradley family. Bob brings that same major league mindset to the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. From residential and commercial repairs to installations, maintenance, and upgrades, they step up to the plate and get the job done right the first time. And while Bob waits for Trey's call to the majors, he's still delivering major league service every single day right here in South Florida. Call Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning today at 561-793-7497 or visit bradleyair.com.
Whether you need batteries, tires, or services, we know you depend on your vehicle. You can depend on St. Lucie Battery and Tire with the largest inventories, expert technicians, and the best price out the door every day guaranteed. You'll drive away with confidence. Life doesn't stop, and neither should your car. St. Lucie Battery and Tire is here for you. Our experts keep your vehicle ready with batteries, tires, and service you can trust. Fast, friendly, and always reliable.
Hi, it's Evan Cohen. There are few betrayals in sports worse than the friend watching on a faster stream. You're locked in, game on the line, and suddenly they text, "Unbelievable!" Go away. I'm still in the huddle. You've entered my living room from the future. That's not fandom. That's digital espionage. I will mute phones, unplug doorbells, and make guests sign a spoiler waiver. The fix? Good old radio. Everybody hears it together. Everybody reacts together. And nobody ruins 3rd and goal from the future. That's how we protect the timeline. ESPN 1063.
1, 2, get down. Paid the cost to be the boss.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
That's right, we back at it, man. It is a Wednesday, it is a hump day, and that is a great day. That is a great day. Not just because it's another day that we get to look at each other, talk some sports, have some fun. It's also because today's the day that traditionally Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike and First Take and all of the ESPN ventures joins Theoretically Speaking. Now, the people have been wondering, we haven't been seeing Evan. We haven't been hearing Evan. Is Evan around? Where's Evan been? So people are wondering, is Evan actually going to be here today? Let's see. I'm going to hit the open, and we're going to cross our fingers.
Lil Wayne told me something interesting yesterday that I did not know.
As if 4 hours every morning wasn't unsportsmanlike enough.
Okay, welcome.
He's the defender of Chapel Hill Bill.
Brutal.
Udonis Haslam's #1 fan.
I do it because I want to.
And currently appealing a restraining order from Drake May.
What are we even doing here?
From the Evan Cohen Studios.
Hi, it's Evan Cohen.
Time now for your afternoon dose of EvCo Radio.
3, 2, 1, okay.
Presented by Nobody.
Unacceptable.
We got to take that part out, Evan. I put that part in to inspire the team here at ESPN West Palm to work on your behalf to get this thing tightened up. But the more it plays, the more people are going to just think that this is your brand now.
Oh, it is. What do you mean? Think it is. I mean, that's my brand. Is that I have no brand at ESPN West Palm after 20 some odd years. Man, oh man.
Yeah.
Why would you think I wouldn't show up? I literally was on First Take yesterday. Why would I not be here today?
I missed that one. That's on me. That's on me. I missed that one. What?
How dare you? How dare you?
You know,
how dare you, man?
So here's the thing: when you're doing First Take, usually I'll see like an Instagram post of like you posing next to like Courtney Cronin or whatnot, or Chris Canty, and I'm like, Evan does First Take today, or I'll have it on my TV screen. And I'll look up, and usually it's my wife that notices first, because whenever she stops and pauses,
really?
I guarantee there's 2 people who pop up on ESPN on television who she'll stop, pause for like 3 seconds, and then like bump me and like, hey, look, and it is Evan Cohen.
Jalen Hurts?
No, not
Jalen Hurts.
Not Jalen Hurts.
That's what.
No.
By the way, Canty's wife says that all the time. He's like, my wife doesn't care when I'm on, but if Jalen Hurts is on, forget it. So I just figured, everybody, Small says the same thing. Jalen Hurts is the #1 for everyone.
She will stop talking and watch. She won't bump me, though. She won't get me involved if Jalen Hurts is on. No, it's you and it's Monica McNutt. She loves Monica McNutt. So
What's not to love? She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's an amazing person.
But Evan, yeah. Well,
wait a second. I got to start with you on something.
What up?
I got to start with you. What a job yesterday by you guys. Locked in last night, my son and I. And you know what? Give my son credit. He's the one who pulled it up. He said, look, Klay is on with Theo. And my son is 12. I swear. So I'll send you a picture. He's like, I swear to God, he said to me, take a picture of me watching this to send to Theo. and
that's what I talk about.
Klay was into it. I thought that it's funny. I had a conversation today with Brian Rowitz, content director, ESPN West Palm. And he said to me, he goes, boy, Klay was way more into the interview with Theo than he was the press conference. And I said, I don't think you've watched enough Klay. He said, what do you mean? I go, that is Klay. Yeah. Klay's not into anything. He's just into just being Klay. He's just the most even-keeled, not too high, not too low. But I had this moment. There are some people in sports that, like, I don't want to overstate this, but he's legendary. Like, he is a legendary figure. His family, his dad, the #1 overall pick, obviously the Riley connections, the Miami connections to, his dad growing up and going to school, high school there. And like the two of you and Colin just interviewing him yesterday, I thought was awesome. And I thought it was an A-list guest for yesterday, but it was also a legendary guest in general. And I heard a little behind the scenes. I got to give somebody else credit on this. Mike Rizzo, hell of a job saying, no, seriously.
Yeah.
Saying you guys had it booked. He's running late. Now, why Klay didn't boat in, I don't understand. But Mike Rizzo taking one for the team and saying, keep going, I'll bow out. That's a hell of a job by Mike Rizzo. Got to give him credit on
He also can't stand Klay Thompson because he's a Cavs fan. That also has something to do with it, but yes.
Of course, Colin has to chime in and throw the negative. Colin, be fair. Colin, you're about 14 years old. That's a big spot, is it not? Klay Thompson is worthy of stealing the airtime yesterday.
The one thing he dodged, which I wish there was a little bit more of, was he had an opportunity to tell us if he was, and he, maybe he was never going to answer this question, but it was along the lines of, is this going to be your last stop? Does this feel like the last stop in your career? And he sort of danced his way around it. That was the one thing I was curious about.
I'll give credit to.
Yeah, I don't think it will be.
You think he'll probably retire a Warrior, but I don't think there's a good chance he might his playing days might end in Miami and he does the ceremonious retire.
He's 36. Does he strike you as a guy that's going to play into his 40s? Maybe. I don't know. He's accomplished a whole lot in his career. He's not trying to ring chase that much. I could see this being his last stop.
I think it was a very smart move by everybody involved. It's just one of these moves. You're like, I get it why Klay did it. I get it why the Heat did it. It just makes a lot of sense. And I would, if the team enters the season as is, I'd start him. I don't think he was asked that by you guys or at the press conference. Or really, I guess it's not up to him. I don't think Spo was asked that.
He wasn't. And you know what, though, Evan? Klay accepted a reserve job with the Dallas Mavericks last year, who were not contending. I don't think it would be above him to accept a reserve job if that's what Spo and the Heat feel is most necessary on a team that actually has a shot of a deep postseason run, especially during the regular season. Like, he strikes me as a guy who will take the off-the-bench role through 82, and then when it comes to winning 16, that might be a spot where Eric Spoelstra feels like, based on the matchup, we might have to insert Klay into the starting lineup. But
I like him better. I like him better specifically next to Giannis, though.
Yeah.
I understand, the Mavs were trying to develop a long-term future, and obviously he wasn't going to be a part of that. The Heat are trying to develop a 3 to 5 year present, right now. I like him starting. I think Hardaway Jr. makes more sense off the bench with this group. Plus, Hardaway Jr., almost won 6th man of the year last year, so it's not like he's going to fight that.
Yeah, I would prefer that. I would prefer the starting lineup right now as things stand. Davion Mitchell at the point, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Giannis, and then Bam Adebayo. And if you look at that lineup, and you don't say, that is a more than sufficient amount of shooting around two guys who are going to have so much gravity around them when they're in and around the paint with Bam and Giannis. I would love to see that play out that way. But are you like some other Heat fans, Evan, where you think that there's a chance that there's one more swing at even a transaction at getting a point guard in place?
Well, there's one point guard I do not want, and I know who you're referring to.
No, I'm not talking about him.
I do not.
I'm not talking about him. I'm not talking about him. I don't think that's realistic.
I do not want Kyrie on this team.
Yeah,
I don't want Kyrie on this team.
Even though basketball-wise, Kyrie Irving, especially if he still has it like people are saying he has it right now, he would fit this team. But I get why in South Florida, Kyrie Irving does not make sense for the communities around and whatnot. So, yes, we'll move on.
Yeah, and I think he made a lot of mistakes in his words. I don't think I'll just cut to the chase. I do not think in any way, shape, or form Kyrie Irving is actually anti-Semitic. I do believe that Kyrie Irving made mistakes to align with what was deemed to be anti-Semitism. I think he's one of these, I said it, he's the most stubborn human on earth. I'm going to defend what I said no matter what and never be willing to give in. Let's leave that to the side. Yeah. I think he's too inconsistent in terms of his games played for a team like this. I actually disagree with I think you're looking at the wrong position. I think Davion Mitchell is perfect for this team as the starting point guard right now because he is so intense and he's such a good defender and can hit an open three. I actually think the position that they should be looking at for that playmaking that you're talking about is actually at the shooting guard position because of the entire back and forth we just had. You made a case why Klay would be comfortable off the bench if they went that route. I made a case why Hardaway Jr. would be comfortable off the bench. Well, guess what? Both of them would then be comfortable if you got I'm going to tell you who I'm thinking of still. And they say they're not going to do it, but you have until August 29th to waive and stretch someone. There's one guy. Until Zach LaVine is not bought out and not waived and stretched, he's the guy for me. He's the guy.
I don't know what he has left.
Or, and this would happen later, you know who I'm always thinking about is Kevin Durant. I'm always thinking about Kevin Durant as to whether or not there's anything there. Now, that would be major because you would have to give up Wiggins and you would have to give up Davion, and there would be a lot of that. Yeah. But that's another guy I'm thinking of. But to your overall point, they have moves left if they choose to make those moves.
I like this roster I will agree with you. People don't give, because he doesn't have the name, people don't give Davion Mitchell enough credit for the development that he's had in the NBA and what he is right now. If you were watching Heat basketball this past season, you would say what I said and what you've said.
Oh, he was great.
Davion Mitchell is a starting point guard in the NBA. His assist-to-turnover ratio was through the roof. I think for the first 20 or 25 games, he was leading the NBA in that category. I believe he ended the season with like a tick under 7 assists per game. He shot the ball at like just under 40% from three. And most of those obviously open threes that teams are going to be giving him. And again, he's one of the best on-ball defenders that you have. So I know there's rumors about whether or not the Heat want to try to go out and get Drew Holiday. Not saying that Davion Mitchell is that, but he feels like a diet version of what Drew Holiday gives you.
Well, if he's bought out, yeah, you get Drew Holiday.
But people are talking about trading for Drew Holiday, though.
Well, how would you do that?
I wouldn't trade. People are saying, I've seen, again.
He makes over $30 million a year.
I mean, you'd have to try to trade Jovic out. Jovic plus Davion and some other things. Again, unfounded rumors, but again, that's what happens when you're in the midst of an offseason where you bring in Giannis instead of
That one's tough. That one's tough. That one would be hard for me.
Jovic?
Oh, no, Jovic, whatever. But I'm saying if you're telling me I could give up I'm giving up Jovic, Davion, and Myron Gardner, let's say, and I'm getting Drew Holiday, I'd probably have to make that. I probably don't have a choice.
I don't know, man.
I don't know why Portland would do that, but I probably don't have a choice.
Davion will fit their time.
How do I not make that move? You still got to cater to Giannis a little bit until he signs the extension, do you not?
Hey, pairing Giannis, and I like what another sneaky move or sneaky tradition that's going on with the Heat this offseason. They're bringing in champions that have won together. Klay and Wiggins have won finals together. You got Giannis and Bobby Portis have won a championship together. Both of those things happening consecutively. So it's not just the veterans they're bringing in; it's the chemistry that they have. And it works toward this greater point that I've been having that I want to say out loud now and just get your raw reaction. This is the best Heat roster since 2013. It's the best talent the Heat have had from starting lineup to the depth as well that Eric Spoelstra's had to work with since 2013, and that's counting the last year of the Big Three.
Here's the problem with that comment. I'm pretty sure if you look at the 2020 bubble roster, Vincent and Strus were on the team but didn't play because I think they were the two-way guys at that point. So if you actually look at the depth of that, we'd have to look at that. But I'm pretty sure.
Can you count that though if they didn't produce?
I think those guys were around.
Could you count that even if
That's
they didn't
always
produce?
the tough thing when you look back at some of these teams. Some of these, it's one of these things where you realize after the fact. Like, do you know my first year in Florida, 2003? Okay, Marlins won the World Series, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe they won the World Series." Now you look back at that team. That team was so loaded, but you didn't realize it in the moment. Pudge Rodriguez, Derek Lee, Luis Castillo, Alex Gonzalez, Mike Lowell, Miguel Cabrera, Juan Pierre, Juan Encarnacion, Jeff Conine were the starting staff of Josh Beckett, Carl Pavano, Mark Redmond. AJ Burnett was there, but banged up. Wait, I'm forgetting one starter. Wait. Oh, Dontrell, obviously. Dontrell.
Yeah.
And then in the bullpen, they had Ugi Urbina before he went to jail or wherever the hell he is these days. He got in major trouble. They had all these guys, and you're looking at them, and you're like, what a surprise. And now you realize, that's the most obvious World Series team ever, but you just didn't know it in the moment. And they beat the Yankees in 6 games where Beckett pitched on 3 days rest at Yankee Stadium, game 6. Unbelievable.
So
right?
the
It's
bubble
one
team.
of these things where you're looking at it. Well, but that's the thing. So we look back at that bubble team, and now we may look back at it differently. We have to. I'll get the roster quickly here.
Off the top, the key players, the key contributors to that, obviously Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero. Goran Dragic gets forgotten as a person who was key to that run, and
They got
obviously
hurt.
the
Well,
injury.
even Giannis's wife, when they were walking the halls, if you watch the Giannis video he put out, like the 20 minutes, his first day in Miami video that he put out.
Yeah.
Giannis is close to Goran, and a lot of people thought that helped in the Giannis recruitment. Remember, Goran had the podcast, and his first podcast guest ever was Giannis.
I did not know that.
This is in the season last year.
Yeah.
So they have a relationship. You remember, Goran was on the Bucks for about 2 minutes, and so Mariah Antetokounmpo, Giannis's wife, is walking the halls, and she looks up, and she said, "Wait, Goran played here?" And they have this whole conversation about Goran, and Goran was extremely important in this.
Yeah, that actually aligns and makes a lot of sense.
If you look at that Heat roster, I'm looking here. So game 6 was the game that the Lakers closed it out.
Yeah.
Jay Crowder, Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, Bam, Tyler, Iguodala, Olynyk, Derek Jones Jr., Solomon Hill was good for the Heat, Goran, Kendrick Nunn, Udonis, Myers Leonard, who was good for the Heat.
Good.
When he played, and I'm pretty sure we have to check. Were Gabe and Strus on that team?
They were. Were they active for the playoff run? No,
I know I went on a tangent there.
Yeah.
But to your point, this is a much better roster than people are giving it credit for, and I do think they can go to the finals this year. Like, I think people are nuts to write them off saying they can't go to the finals.
There's just so many guys that you can rely on in big spots, right? There's so many guys that Eric Spoelstra's not going to have to reconsider. Is this person going to fold because of this moment? Tim Hardaway Jr., who like you said, a 6th Man of the Year candidate last year for the Nuggets, was 10th in 3-point shooting last year in the entire NBA. I didn't realize this until after Klay Thompson came to the Heat. Tim Hardaway's top 20 all-time in 3-pointers made. Like, the Heat didn't have enough shooting, and all they did this offseason was go out and get the guy who's number 4 and number 18 on the list of all-time 3-pointers made in the history of the NBA. And Bobby Portis, who shot 40%.
And Portis and Simone, who was very good for the Heat last year. Here's what you like, and Colin will even get into this if Colin will get into anything these days, other than vacation days. We know
or
that.
the mirror.
Addies, hold on a second. Addies.
He's like, that's one step too far.
Colin.
Yes.
Colin, this is serious. This is for you, and I'm being dead serious on this. You know what you love about the Heat? They have a lot of guys that are going to take this thing seriously. They have a lot of no-nonsense guys. They're not going to have these guys that are going to just be in outer space doing whatever the heck they want to do out there. These are a lot of people that take basketball seriously, and you like that.
I agree. In
Would you
between
agree?
their boating days, I'm sure they're going to be very, very focused.
Well, Klay needs to boat. Klay actually
Good.
needs. You guys had
Good
to
for
wait
him.
around for an hour for Klay because he couldn't take a boat to the arena yesterday. You happen to be right about that.
He's going to be doing that, by the way, right? Like that. I know that hasn't been set in stone or anything. Klay's gonna be taking the boat to the Kaseya Center at some point. I heard on the Hoop Collective Brian Windhorst tell the story of one time when
I texted Brian about this today.
Yeah.
This is the most amazing thing. I'm so glad you brought this up.
Yeah. When the ESPN
Brian Windhorst. Go ahead.
Go. You texted him about it. You tell the story. I don't.
So this is Brian and McMahon taped the pod a couple of days ago. And within the first, 10 minutes of the podcast, Brian randomly breaks into how much traffic there is in Miami and how the ESPN ABC crew years ago had to take a boat to the arena. Days later, Klay Thompson is late for the presser because he got stuck in traffic. So I texted Brian. I said, hold on. I can't believe you just brought this up. This is amazing. I said, I knew you were good, but breaking down Miami traffic and then Klay gets stuck in Miami traffic after you release your pod is all time. He said, you're supposed to just look at the water and chill.
What?
Meaning you take the boat. You take the boat. You look at the water and you chill. What? What do you mean?
Yes.
What? That was the whole point of this story.
I see what you're saying now. I thought he gave you some kind of metaphor or something like that afterwards. I was like, where's he going here? I know Wendy's good with his words, but now I'm perplexed. Okay, yes. But again, that's going to be something that is going to be happening, and I didn't realize too how much of a leverage point that and the fact that he's Bahamian and he can take that quick flight from Miami to the Bahamas at any point. Those things are definitely they folded into the process here. It wasn't just that he thought the Heat could be contenders. This is also a lifestyle move, but he made sure that everybody knows he's not here to do like the OBJ thing and retire out, right? He's not coming to South Florida to mail it in. He's coming to compete for a championship. And what I love about what he said, and you just brought it up talking to Colin there, is this is a team full of guys with chips on their shoulder who want to be coached hard, who want to be pushed, who want to make a deep run. And you can't say that about every roster, especially at the top of the Eastern Conference. So when it gets to to crunching time and, when it's a 7-game series here in May/April, I like the Heat in a lot of these matchups, man.
Oh, hold on. Who don't you like in the Eastern Conference to be able to survive a 7-game tough series?
No, it's not that I dislike those guys. I like the guys that are on this roster because not only have I seen them do it before, but they have the best coach and the best player in the East.
Evan, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll give you some teams that I don't trust in a big spot. Okay, so Knicks, obviously you do. Pacers, you do. I think Pacers are extremely underrated.
I thoroughly agree.
The Cavs. This is easy.
The Cavs you do not.
No doubt.
Because the Cavs have nobody you trust in a big moment. And the two guys you actually trusted in a big moment are now on the Clippers and Hornets respectively, which would be Strus and Schroeder, who are not necessarily all-stars, but they're at least guys who have performed big in the big moment. I love Donovan Mitchell, don't get me wrong. But that is not a big-time trust in the moment team.
The Pistons.
Let's see what the Sixers are. Let's see what the Sixers become here.
We'd be dancing around if we were to say we don't trust that team because of all the experience that they have.
All of the experience that they have.
Yeah, but
postseason?
Embiid has never been to a conference finals.
That's fine. They got two guys who won Finals MVPs. They got two guys who won Finals MVPs.
Yeah, those two guys. Yeah, those two guys. That's all of the experience that they have. They all rely on two guys.
It's a pretty decent amount of experience.
One of the dudes is 43.
Giannis,
how do we know he's going to be there?
I mean, Giannis has been Finals MVP. Andrew Wiggins was the second best player on a championship team. Klay Thompson was the second best player on a championship team. Davion Mitchell has never played in the finals, but if you think Davion Mitchell is going to be afraid of the moment, you're crazy. I think, I haven't done the deep dive on this. Somebody brought this up, and I need to give the person credit. I don't know who it is. Somebody said, could Davion Mitchell's career be similar to that of Kyle Lowry's? Remember, Kyle Lowry was terrible early on and bounced around a little bit and couldn't find his way initially. I got to do a deep dive on that because I thought that was an interesting point. Orlando, I don't trust in a big spot.
No,
I don't have faith in Orlando in a big. Banchero is a great player offensively, but Pistons are going to hate each other by the end of the year if they don't sign Duran at some point here.
Yeah,
right. Let's see what they do. I mean,
if the Raptors were able to figure out Kawhi, I'd actually respect that team defensively, and that team would be a major pain late in the year.
Yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be good.
Yeah,
that's not going to happen. He is not going to play in the Raptors. Yeah.
Well, but that's the point. So, Colin, if you narrow it down like this,
I would take 3 teams over. I'd take the Heat.
Boston?
Easy. 3.
Who are the 3 teams?
I would take the Sixers, the Pacers, and I'd take the Knicks.
I wouldn't take the
Pacers. You know
Pacers.
what's interesting about those 4, the top 4? How about this? Top 4 teams Colin just gave you. All 4 head coaches have won a championship.
Wow. Carlisle.
It's an interesting that's what you like here.
Nurse.
Is that the top 4 in the East, let's just go Colin's top 4 in the East, all have coaches that are not going to melt in a big moment. 3 of the teams have finals MVPs on the team.
Oddly enough, the Celtics don't.
Right? Everybody but the Pacers.
We haven't even included the Celtics, and the Celtics are going
have a Finals MVP.
If people could think the Celtics are going to fall off, they're going to be right there in the mix. That is a great regular season team.
They're good on the Celtics. Who's their Finals MVP?
I guess they don't.
Wait, I didn't say the Celtics.
No, we were talking about Pacers, Knicks, and Sixers. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Heat, yeah. So, and the Pacers don't have a Finals MVP. Halliburton would have been in it if they won that game.
Yeah.
Siakam has been on a championship team, as we know. So I think that's kind of the cool part about that. If you're going to look at that as the top, that's just Colin's top 4. Not everybody's going to agree with that. But that's just Colin's. If you just take that top 4, that is battle-tested, not all with the same team, but a battle-tested top 4 that'll get you into every game. And here's the thing, though. Mike Brown was unreal last year. Unreal. Mike Brown should be praised forever. Nick Nurse, in the way in which he beat the Warriors, triangle and 2 guys get hurt. Yeah. Carlisle's been the coach's coach forever. Give me Spo over all of them in a big spot. Not debatable.
The one thing I would say, and to mention the Pacers are a bit of a question mark. I know Evan respects the Pacers as well, but if they get to that point, if they're able to bounce back a little bit and show a little guts, get back to the postseason, there is no more than the one run Halliburton had was maybe the most impressive individual run I think I've ever seen with my own eyes outside of 2018 LeBron in terms of just making plays down the stretch. So that's the only reason why I'd be deathly afraid of that team, because there is something to the fact that he is unbelievably clutch.
Making plays down the stretch, I'll give you credit to that. I was going to say Giannis. But yeah, what are you saying, Evan?
Well, what I guess, Theo, the one thing that I would say is just to go full circle as to what's left for the Heat. I've had this weird thought. It's why I brought up Levine, and it's not going to be him because they've already said they're not going to do that. But the only thing I think they're missing. People say playmaker. We can't say shooter anymore. To your point, it's a night where Giannis and Bam aren't playing, or Giannis and Bam are off. Who's the irrational confidence guy where Spo says, all right, go get me 30, but just to be clear, you're going to probably get me 30 tonight. We're going to win. You're also not going to play the next week because I hate your defense. Who's that? It's weird.
Yeah.
But
Tim Hardaway
when New Orleans made this move today for Benedict Mathurin that nobody cares about, I literally went to the place of, could they buy out Jordan Poole? That's how stupid I am with some of this Heat stuff. I just think it's too bad they don't have Tyler on the bench because he would be perfect in that regard.
I would say, I guess you don't credit Andrew Wiggins for that because he's playing for you no matter what, but he's a guy that can get you 30 on a random regular season night.
No, but yeah. I'm saying on a night where Wiggins is off.
Okay, Wiggins is off too. Yeah, it would have to be. I don't really see it. Maybe, you know what? Why go get Jordan Poole when you might have Jordan Poole at home? Give me some Trey Donaldson. Give me some Trey Donaldson.
There's a guy we haven't mentioned who I think is excellent, and people don't know enough about him. It's Pelle Larsson. I think he is excellent.
Klay called him Pele yesterday, and I was like, wow, I thought he was great, not that great.
But think about with the Knicks. They had it this year. Deuce McBride had those moments. Colin wouldn't know. He was in some hostel in Europe. Jordan Clarkson had some of those moments.
I watched every single game. I will say that. I watched every single game.
Would you agree with me on this? That you need that dust-off guy that you could say, I need 10 points in about 5 minutes, and understand, you may not play the next 3 games. Every team needs one of those guys.
No doubt. Every playoff team, most teams do have that. I agree in the Eastern Conference.
Pelle could be the guy, and you trust him
Aaron
on defense.
Nesmith. That's a perfect example. That's a guy who killed the Knicks individually.
He's good. He's actually pretty good. He was a lottery pick. Celtics.
And I still like Ryan Conwell. I want to see what he is through the regular season. Ryan Conwell, the first draft pick of the Heat, rookie out of Louisville. He's a guard. He got some Drew Holiday comps through the draft process. I want to see what he is in real NBA play. I liked what I saw in Summer League. I like the profile of Ryan Conwell coming out of Louisville. So the Heat have enough guys, though, that I do feel like by the time we do get to March, April, May, when we're having these conversations again, the resume for the Heat is going to stand so strong that it won't sound crazy to say, yeah, they can come out of the East as the champions. They can come out.
Can I throw a sleeper Eastern team out there? And don't be that surprised.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Let me see if I can guess it.
Okay.
You can't say Charlotte for two reasons.
First of all, I can. I won't, but I can say Charlotte. Go ahead.
One, they're extremely well run right now, and anyone who pays attention understands they are lapping teams in terms of how they're run.
Done a good job.
Okay. A very good job. Now, when you're saying, and the second reason is you're a fan of it.
I know who he's going with.
I've told Theo this team before, I think.
I know who he's going
with. Wait a second. Colin, when you're saying sleeper, you're saying could make the finals?
Let's say I don't know about
Win
run.
A series?
Top 6 seed in the Eastern Conference, and we'll give a team problems.
This is not going to happen, by the way. It's obvious who he's going with here.
It's just a team we haven't talked about yet. It's a team that we haven't talked about.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Atlanta. Atlanta's very good.
I think it's Atlanta. I think Atlanta will be a
Atlanta's
real
the most logical team in the NBA to pull off a move for a superstar because of the fact they have more expiring contracts of actual players that are pretty good than almost anyone in the league. In other words, if you're going to sit there and make a deal with Atlanta, they're going to try to do the deal, obviously, around Jalen Johnson, their star forward, okay? Now, what they probably will sit there and do is say, well, we got CJ McCollum, expiring contract. Teams will take him, no question. Lou Dort, expiring contract. All right, well, now I'm up to almost $50 million in expiring contracts with those two guys, plus all their picks. That gets you into any conversation you want to get to because they're guys that you would take and they're character
Now,
guys.
the one thing about them is they couldn't wait to get away from Trae Young. I don't know if they want to jump back into the Supermax territory, especially with a questionable guy.
They don't want that guy.
But you know what I liked? Think about them defensively. They got Dyson Daniels, who can't do anything offensively.
Yeah.
Nikhil Alexander-Walker. You know who they drafted? They drafted Kingston Flemings in the ninth pick of the draft, who was a Houston kid.
Always take Calvin Sampson, guys.
He's a Houston kid, and people don't like it. I think he's got a little Derrick Rose in him. That's my personal opinion.
Wow.
But and they also got who else? A Rick Pitino, Zuby Ejiofor in late in the first round, who was the guy who gave Duke fits in the Sweet 16 and can guard 1 through 5. That's on top of
and they have Aaron Wiggins.
Aaron Wiggins be underrated. That's it. They got a lot of versatile wings. They're just going to be able to guard 1 through 5. That will be a real pain of a team.
We've officially lost the theoretically speaking audience when we just started breaking down the bench for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah,
that's when we realized that everyone that was watching and listening is no longer listening.
You keep an eye on the Hawks. That's fine.
We thought we were on a group FaceTime call.
If they're betters, bet the over. Bet the over. It's probably 42.5. Bet the over.
Colin, 6:02 tonight. Give me a call. We'll do Hawks bench. I'll be into it.
Oh my god,
no problem.
Oh god, I'll be
we can do Kingston. I'll give you a couple Kingston Fleming games to go watch. He was unbelievable. He had 44 points in a game as a true freshman.
Here we go.
Yeah. Please stop it. Please stop it. We worked hard. We had a 4-time champion on the show yesterday, and now we're talking about Kingston Flemings. Evan, appreciate the time. This was actually good. This was actually very good and relieving for you. Talking some basketball. We're not going to have too many more days like this. Football's taking over.
In all seriousness, very happy for you yesterday. That was a cool moment because Klay's that dude.
Yeah.
And I could tell and looking at his face because we watched it on the ESPN South Florida YouTube, my son and I, he was happy to talk to you. And that was pretty damn cool. And you made him feel good.
Very savvy producing as well because we had about 5 minutes and it took about 15 seconds to get him up and
I
rolling.
thought he turned off a little bit when you asked the question.
That was excellent.
Loved that.
That was excellent.
All right, see you.
Excellent how quick it was.
All right, Evan, appreciate the time, man. Appreciate the good words there. And also, I will say, though, Colin, too, appreciate you and Mike for allowing me to stay on to do that interview because we did eat up some time with Russo and Rizzo. So that was great for the theoretically speaking audience and the Heat Nation out there that are excited about Klay Thompson. We'll get back into some college football talk. Plus, we need Tina's top 5. Tina's top 5 on the other side. I'm going to guess one of them has to do with a legendary singer who passed away yesterday after our show. That is Colin. Tina's coming in for the happy hour. It is your boy Theo Dorsey, and we're theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3. The pink smoke is in the air.
Time for the Inter Miami Herons Report presented by Hard Rock Bet. Saturday night looked prosperous for Inter Miami coming into their game against Toronto with Lionel Messi and Herman Berterame both in the starting lineup. Unfortunately, the Canadians would have the better of the Herons, winning 2-1 and scoring both of their goals in the second half. The lone bright spot for Inter Miami, Messi finding the back of the net in the 82nd minute.
Give Inter Miami credit, they did there to Paul. Played on Lionel Messi. Messi shot in the box. Goal! Lionel Messi finally unlocking that treasure chest. A goal for the greatest player of all time.
Mike Rizzo with the call on ESPN 106.3. Inter Miami will be back on the pitch at home Saturday, August 29th against Montreal. Bet every match, every goal scorer from every league around the world with Hard Rock Bet, Florida's only legal sportsbook. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Tired of being sidelined by a sports injury? Get back in the game with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Whether you're a professional athlete or even a weekend warrior, you can get back to doing what you love with our compassionate orthopedic team. Experience a new level of care and get back to your best. Welcome to being treated like a pro. Make an appointment today at baptisthealth.net/ortho or call 833-556-6764.
Hurricanes football is back at Hard Rock Stadium. The Miami Hurricanes kick off their home schedule Thursday, September 10th against Florida A&M, followed by an action-packed season featuring FSU, Pittsburgh, and Virginia Tech. From season tickets and group outings to luxury suites, there's a game day experience for every fan. Secure your seats today by visiting MiamiHurricanes.com/football. That's MiamiHurricanes.com/football. Go Canes, and we'll see you at Hard Rock Stadium.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Big summer flavor is waiting at DQ Grill and Chill. Right now, enjoy the perfect $7 meal deal. 3-piece chicken strips, fries, medium drink, and a sundae, all for just $7. And for $2 more, you can upgrade to the new DQ Blizzard of the Month. Nestle drumstick with peanuts. Bite into choco-covered drumstick pieces, plus peanuts blended into DQ's world-famous soft serve. It's the perfect crunchy and creamy treat all in one. And it's only at DQ Grill and Chill, 4828 Lake Worth Road and US 1 just south of North Lake.
Since 2006, EDS Air Conditioning has kept Palm Beach County comfortable through every summer, every storm, and every season in between. EDS Air Conditioning is a trained comfort specialist. It's hard to stop a train. From dial thermostats to today's smart home systems, EDS delivers reliable comfort you can count on. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, they've earned your trust. 20 years of keeping Palm Beach cool. Visit EDSisyes.com today.
Hey,
it's Nick Angelis. They call me the Mickey Mantle of pizza. And now I'm bringing that legendary New York flavor to West Palm Beach at Adrian's Pizza Bar in City Place. From our world-famous square pizza and classic New York pies to pastas, salads, sandwiches, and more, Adrian's brings the taste of New York to every table. So whether you're here for lunch, dinner, the game, or a night out with friends, come taste what made us a New York favorite. Adrian's Pizza Bar in City Place. New York legends live here.
Hi, this is Evan Cohen. Listen to me in the morning, 6 to 10 a.m. on Unsportsmanlike.
So you've never been in a fight?
No. We had a coaches show at ESPN West Palm for then Northwood, now Kaiser basketball. And I was critical of the head coach on the air because I thought he got out-coached by a guy who was wearing sweatpants. I show up to the coaches show. The coach saw me, comes up to me and slaps me in the face. Like, I heard what you said. That coach is the late, great Rolly Massimino. Won a championship in 1985 in Villanova, and Rolly hit me in the face.
Wow. Right here on ESPN 106.3.
Whether you need batteries, tires, or services, we know you depend on your vehicle. You can depend on St. Lucie Battery and Tire. With the largest inventories, expert technicians, and the best price out the door every day guaranteed, you'll drive away with confidence. Life doesn't stop, and neither should your car. St. Lucie Battery and Tire is here for you. Our experts keep your vehicle ready with batteries, tires, and service you can trust. Fast, friendly, and always reliable.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-7473. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a good karma sports radio station. Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man, your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good heap. It is your boy Theo Dorsey. This is Theoretically Speaking, and it is August the 26th, and I hope you are streaming us live on YouTube at ESPN South Florida. I really hope you are. While you're there, check out yesterday's show as well. Check out some of the clips from that. Had Klay Thompson, four-time NBA champion, current Miami Heat guard, and a guy on a mission to win a championship. Biscayne Klay. It's a good nickname. On the other side of the glass, on the ones and twos, is Colin Russo. I'm sure he'll find a way to try and, downgrade the level of prowess that nickname has. Where are you at on Biscayne Klay?
Not a fan.
Oh,
Game 6, I love that nickname.
Either way. All right, Tina Costanza's in the house, and she's here for the happy hour, and we applaud her presence.
I like that name.
Biscayne Klay, that's hard.
I like it.
I'm saying. I don't understand why. I think there is what's your alarm clock?
Oh, I have the really annoying one.
I got a good one. I have a normal one, but I have a bunch of alarms preset, right? And there's a couple surprises. So if I ever need I know one of them is the 4:52 a.m. one. If I ever need the 4:52 a.m. for whatever reason, I have the song by Missy Elliott. Music makes you lose control. Music makes you lose control. And I got about 4 alarms from about 4 to 7 a.m. at any points because I got 1,000 alarms.
Yeah.
Then I don't know which ones they are.
Why
I know
would
one
you
of them's
be waking up at 4:52?
If I ever need it. It's just I set one once and I leave it there.
All right.
So wait, you led me into asking for when you have alarms in your phone. How many alarms do you have set ready to go, or do you only have 2? Do you have 10?
Me? It clearly has 1,000. I used to have 1,000.
I'm with there. Scrolling.
Yeah.
I have one for why do I have one 11:50 p.m.? I don't know, but at some point
late night
since
nap.
I had an iPhone, I needed to wake up at that time, or I need to do something at 11:50.
You want a snack or something?
I have every 5 minutes an alarm.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore. So now I have the Hatch. I have the little Hatch sleep thing, and
which
I
is
only
a waste of time. That's the thing that has the fake light.
Yeah,
right?
the light doesn't help. The light does nothing.
It's a fake sunrise.
It has a fake sunrise on it too, but it's
what
the
a
alarm
waste of
clock
time.
part.
Does it have the birds chirping?
It does. I have a lot of different alarm options.
What are the options?
Anything you can imagine. The birds chirping. There's
cars, engines revving.
Yeah, there's a jungle sound. There's there's a bunch of nature-esque sounds. Which
is there a subway car that's shaking the room? You know what I'm talking about?
What I like is there's a French cafe sound, and it literally sounds like exactly what you would hear if you were sitting in one of those outdoor tables in Paris. And you're just watching people go by, because that's such a thing out in France and in Italy. People sit in those cafes, they sit on the outside seats, and they just people watch. And it sounds like the chatter of the cafes that you'll hear out that way, which I actually like that one. I don't ever use it. It's more like white noise to me than something that will wake me up. But no, ever since I got my hatch sleep, it's been probably just been 2 different alarms set. I have a weekend alarm and a weekday alarm, and I edit it for what I need.
I wish
guy.
I have 1,000. And I have one every, like in the morning when I wake up for my 5:15 at 45 class.
Yeah.
I have one for 4:20, for 4:30, 4:45.
And when are you out of bed?
Like 4:30, I'm like awake. But like 4:45, I'm a little tired. Like it's there, and
You're
that's
still in bed at 4:45. You wake up at 4:20. You're killing 25 minutes of sleep.
No, I don't. I usually don't. I
intentional.
usually don't hear my first alarm.
Really?
That's why I have so many set.
Huh.
So I don't usually hear that first alarm. So then I have one 10 minutes later or 5 minutes later, and then.
My iPhone is broke. My alarms sometimes don't go off. Like it'll go off, but it'll be no sound.
Have you ever heard the Missy Elliott music makes you lose control in a Moroccan Riyadh hostel with 12 people waking up to go to a hot air balloon?
Did they all jump on you?
You
and
could
punch
hear
you?
it in the breathing that every single person was awake in the room.
It's a ridiculous alarm.
And I did that also. I set an alarm for 12:25 a.m. No, like 1:35 a.m. when I was in Norway for Brazil-Morocco Group Stage World Cup, one of the first games of the World Cup on that first Saturday.
Yeah.
I went to bed at 6 p.m., and it was a 14-person hostel room in Stockholm, Sweden.
Yeah.
And I set an alarm for, it must have been like 12:50. And I woke up the whole room.
I bet.
To watch.
How did they respond?
They weren't a fan of it. Well, what I did is I was savvy. It didn't work. But I have my watch, which I sleep with my watch on. And my watch has a vibrate-only feature that will wake you up. That's about a 50% hit rate. It was not hit rate that day.
Sometimes it doesn't vibrate only.
No, it does vibrate. It just doesn't wake me up sometimes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Most of it, I would say about 50-50. 55-45.
F45 has a 100% hit rate on high-intensity training.
Yes, they do.
You get it? Because it's like, okay.
Yep, you got it. That was a really good one, Theo.
Thank you.
Give yourself some claps. Pat on the back. F45, 45-minute workout. I don't ever want to miss that. So that's why I set all my alarms. I don't want to miss my 5:15 class. I love that I wake up very early. I don't have time to think about what am I going to do at the gym today? What did I do last week or yesterday? I've got trainers there showing me what to do, screens that show the exercises, timers going off, when to take water breaks. It's great. I don't got to think about it. I walk in, I get a great workout, I break a sweat. You stick with it, you will see the results. If you're looking to lift heavy, you can go to a strength class, a cardio class, maybe hit the rowing machine or the bike or do some sprints. Hybrid, which is a little bit of both. Whatever you prefer, you can go early in the morning, middle of the day, later in the evening, whatever works for your schedule. F45 Palm Beach Gardens, they're also a High Rocks gym. So if you are going to participate in a High Rocks event, you can go to that gym and train for it. F45 Palm Beach Gardens, go check them out.
We are theoretically speaking here on ESPN 106.3. It is a full happy hour here, which means we are soon going to get our cocktail of the day. Before we do, I have that's not an announcement. It's more of a revelation that I've had now that we're into football season. I, Theo Dorsey, have rejoined the Twitter sphere.
Oh.
I'm back.
Why?
8 months out, and I'm back.
Twitter missed you. I'll tell you that. Twitter missed you. I was hearing that from everybody.
You heard that, right?
Well, you said you sent me a Twitter video.
Yeah, yesterday, right?
Yesterday, and that's when I realized something was up.
Why? What made you go back?
He's relapsing with Twitter.
I actually don't
Klay?
miss it. I don't miss it. It wasn't Klay. What it was it was making it, my job as a high school football reporter was tougher without Twitter on my phone. So this whole time that it's been like 8.5 months or so, I guess. I stopped I took it off my phone and stopped getting on Twitter in like December of last year. And the entire journey I had no issues because it was outside of high school football season. Literally, I didn't even think about this, but I stopped on December 15th. I think our state championship games might have been like December 9th. And I realized through week 0 and week 1 of the high school football season that in order for me to keep up to date with the scores in high school football, and also in order for me to keep people up to date with what's going on at the games that I'm at and covering, I have to be on Twitter so I can actively produce, publish, and stay up to date. So it's became a professional hazard. So I got back on Twitter. I say that to say this. As much as I don't miss being privy to everybody's thoughts at all times, because I think a lot of people just, it gets a little bit, I'm like, why do I know what said person was thinking at this point in time? Waste of my time. What I will say is I had so much joy watching Florida State fans cry and weep over the fact that last night, as I was watching the Vince Young documentary, put out a documentary called, I think it's called Testimony.
It's Untold too, right? Which I like their stuff. It's the Untold
on
documentary.
Netflix. It might be Untold. I'm not sure if it's
There's
Untold.
Untold did the Manti Te'o one, which I thought was very good, and they did the Steve McNair one as well, which was also.
Let me see. I don't know if it's Untold or not. I do know it's Netflix. It most likely is Untold.
Untold
but
also
called,
did the Tim Donahue, the referee who got indicted by the FBI.
Jailblazers as well.
Didn't watch that one.
Untold's in a lot of good ones. I think it might be. We'll see. I'll look it up to see if it was Untold. Either way, it's a great documentary. Now I did fall asleep in the middle of it, but I got to the part in which
Must have been great.
Vince Young. Well, I was tired. Man. I got to the part in which. Plus, you got to sleep when the baby's sleeping, and little Teddy was sleeping. So I was like, let me get some Z's in. There was a part in there where Vince Young revealed that when he was in high school, and Vince Young, as great as he was as a college quarterback, that dude might have been the most prolific high school quarterback in the history of the state of Texas. Like, that dude was crazy good. When he was coming out of high school, I didn't know this, but he was dying to play for the Florida State Seminoles. That was his dream school. That was the team he was locked in on. That was the school that he watched Charlie Ward go out and win a Heisman for and said, I want to suit up and play for Bobby Bowden. I want to be the next Seminoles great quarterback. And it gave me much joy to find out that not only did Bobby Bowden in his infinite wisdom at the time say, no, Vince Young, we do not want you as a quarterback. We want you to play wide receiver. And that killed Vince Young's pride and joy and his want to play at Florida State. Goes on to go to Texas, goes on to win a national championship, one of the most historic college football seasons in the history of college football. But also, it comes at a time that I'm glad that we waited to find this out in 2026 because it comes at a time where FSU, who has been the punching bag of college football for the past 2.5 years, who have suffered through so much, I just like the fact that it compounds on top of the pain for Florida State fans as they get ready to go into one of the most, dare I say, lame duck seasons I've ever seen a prestigious college football program trot into. That gave me a lot of joy. So shout out my Seminole fans out there. I hope that if you didn't know, now you do know. And I had a lot of joy on Twitter watching Seminoles fans weep and cry about it.
If there is a fan base I'd recommend following, take a look at the Falcons fans, especially now.
Oh, you mean the Atlanta Falcons?
Oh, the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, they're falling apart at the seams.
Hysterical fan base to be on top of during the on social media.
Yeah,
because they hate both their quarterbacks.
They are miserable in Falcons land, but again, it's part of being a Falcons fan. So I had to do that. Tina, you're of the big three here in Florida. You're a Florida State supporter, right?
I guess so.
Well, you're not a Canes or Gators supporter. You think that if you had to pick one of the three,
I did.
You went Florida State because all of your friends are doing Florida State.
I have a lot of Florida State friends.
Yeah.
I have a handful of Gators friends. And the Canes, though, I used to support them when I was younger growing up.
Nice.
I wanted to be just like my neighbor, and she was a Hurricanes fan, so I was like, Mom, I need to get a Canes shirt.
Did you get one?
Stuff. I did.
Oh, nice.
So
you used to be good.
I didn't say I was any of them.
Oh, I
feel like I have to be
a
a Gators fan now.
Okay. You don't have why?
I don't have to. Because I'm surrounded by Gators fans.
Okay, I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to be surrounded by a cocktail of the day. Can I get one of those?
Yes. And this is to tribute Dolly Parton. So sad.
Dolly Parton passed yesterday. Legend.
We've got the 9 to Wine. Do you know the song 9 to 5?
Of course. I know that song.
Okay.
I know that song when I hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the 9 to Wine.
Yeah.
You've got rosé, vodka, peach schnapps, fresh lemon juice, splash of club soda, and a fresh strawberry to garnish.
I like that. That's solid.
9 to Wine.
9 to Wine.
Some rosé and vodka. That sounds scary.
Rosé and vodka is a little aggressive for me, but I wouldn't be the one drinking it. It'd be the Dolly Parton fan club. You know what I'm saying? Kicking it for her. My favorite one is Jolene.
Good song.
Beyonce did the rendition of that on their latest album.
Did you see the Republic of Korea tweeted and gave their condolences to Dolly Parton?
Did not see that. Like, you're talking about the Republic of Korea. Talking about the one up top.
I believe South gave their condolences, but I believe North did as well.
South Korea is the republic.
Yeah, I believe North Korea said something as well.
Huh. She is iconic. I have a buddy that lives in South Korea. So maybe he was behind that. He's a big Dolly Parton guy.
When Dennis Rodman was good friends with the North Koreans.
Well, that's different. Yeah. That was a whole different thing. I don't know if Dolly Parton was
She was not invited to that?
I don't know if she was swimming in those waters. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah. That's a deep pool.
Right. Just saying.
Tina's uncomfortable with that conversation.
With what, North Korea?
No, I'm just listening.
You down on North Korea? I mean, I guess I am too. I think it's fair.
Just listening over
It's
here.
pretty easy conclusion to come to. So yeah, that was good. I like that cocktail of the day. As a Miami Hurricane fan though, yes, I will say the last 20 or some odd years of Canes fandom has been rocky, has been up and down. A lot of that is going to be forgiven this year when they go out and do what they got to do, win the ACC and likely compete/contend for a national championship. But the other thing that watching this Vince Young documentary brought back to me was the nostalgia of what college football used to be like. Everything about it, even back to the way that the ticker and the score bug used to look like on ESPN. Watching some of those Big 12 bouts with Texas and seeing Vince Young run all over the field, like it just reminds me of what it was. And it's easier to appreciate today's level of college football when you compare it to like 2 years ago or 1 year ago. Or if it's more apples to apples. Looking at what it used to be back then and what it is now, it makes me like almost like it kind of a little bit of sadness crept in as we're about to gear up for a weekend where Bill Belichick is leading North Carolina into Dublin, Ireland to face TCU. Like it just does not have the same ring to it as what I remember as a kid. Bring back the Pac-12. So yeah. My point earlier with the Miami Hurricanes is I am all in on Darian Mensah winning this Heisman Trophy, but there is another guy on that Miami Hurricane roster who is a long shot to do so, who I believe there was a college football ranking, top 100 put out on ESPN, and they ranked the top players in college football, all divisions, all levels, all conferences, not just in the SEC love fest here. And the number one player on that list, would you guess who that was, Colin? You seen the list?
I have not seen the list.
Number one player in college football this year.
If they're going to go anybody, are they going to go selfishly at quarterback?
I mean, who do you think? Who's the number one player in college football?
Is Colin Simmons number one?
No.
Right. Is
this should be this hard.
Are they going Dante Moore?
What are we talking about, man? Who's the best player in college football? If you were
Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah,
excuse me.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
Why are you doing, Jerry? Was you just poking fun at?
No,
Mike Rizzo?
Slip me. I'm not perfect.
Jeremiah Smith's number one in college football. Where do you think Malachi Toney ranked?
I'd be surprised.
You love this guy.
He's great.
I'd be surprised if he cracked the top 25.
Wow. Now that right there, Colin.
Oh man, hate.
It's not hating.
This is what I say. You whatever your alarm clock is. What was it? What was your alarm clock this morning? It clearly wasn't Missy Elliott.
It was not Missy Elliott.
What was it this morning?
It was the beep beep beep.
See, that's why he's in a bad mood.
No,
he's in a bad mood.
No,
all the South Florida.
It's been an all week thing.
Malachi Toney, who led the nation in receptions, can't be in the top 25.
Go ahead. What's that?
Malachi Toney, who led the nation in receptions and was the best player on a team that made the national championship game last year.
Yeah, but he's a true
player.
sophomore. Remember, you're not just ranking receivers. You're ranking NFL players. Like, there's defensive players that are better than Malachi Toney.
All right, so where do you think he'd fall on this list? You said
I would throw out there 41.
Wow. Let's go see who 41 was. 41? That's disrespectful. Bro.
It's not that disrespectful.
That's extremely disrespectful. Let's see who 41 is on this list on ESPN.
You haven't said his number yet,
Whit
right?
Weeks.
Whit Weeks, the
Whit
linebacker
Weeks.
from LSU? Yeah, good player.
Yeah, the one that's dating Lane Kiffin's daughter.
Good player.
You would rather have Whit Weeks than Malachi Toney?
It depends on my team.
Get the hell out of here. Whit Weeks?
Who's hating now on
What
Whit Weeks?
What are you talking about?
What did Whit Weeks do to you?
Whit Weeks would rather have Malachi Toney than Whit Weeks. Lane Kiffin would. I bet you Lane Kiffin is like, man, I wish my daughter was dating Malachi Toney. We could have got him to transfer to LSU.
I don't think he's thinking that.
I guess Lane was the one that transferred to LSU and not Kiffin. Right?
Whit Weeks was there before Lane was there. Where's Malachi Toney?
Did Whit Weeks recruit Lane Kiffin? Malachi Toney's in the top 5.
What?
Wow.
That's entirely too high.
What?
Even you agree with that.
I'm not. He's number 4. He's number 4.
You want to get 3? Is Cam Coleman in the top 5?
No.
They have Malachi Tony ahead of Cam Coleman, who's probably going to be. All right.
Cam Coleman ain't do much last year, by the way.
Well, I understand that.
He's a great talent.
He's a great prospect.
56 receptions, 708 yards, and 5 touchdowns. I know the Auburn offense was terrible.
About a really bad team.
Yeah,
He's
but
gonna
you're
be a big time
projecting.
Fine.
You're projecting.
I mean, geez. You're putting
He's
how
15.
many? Round out that top 5 for me. Let's
top
forget
5.
the positions. If this positionally makes sense.
Number 1's Jeremiah Smith.
Fine.
Number 2 is Leonard Moore,
Okay.
the cornerback from Notre Dame,
Yes.
who's a
Very good
beast,
player.
Dog. Might be a top 5, top 10 pick next year. Number 3 is Colin Simmons, the edge from Texas, which I can agree with.
He has a case for number 1, yes.
He has a case. And then number 4 is Malachi Tony. Number 5 is Trinidad Chambliss, first quarterback.
All right, go 6, 7, 8.
I also agree with that one as well. If I'm going to talk about based on last year and projecting into this year.
They're ranking
Malachi
college
Tony.
players here. And for example,
you're not ranking the pro prospects.
Here's what I would say.
You're not ranking the pro prospects.
Chambliss has a case for higher based on a college player, how he played last year. But
Yeah, he was nasty. He was disgusting. Who
was 6, 7, and 8? Who was 6, 7, 8? College football players ranked.
Kawan Lacey, number 6. Kawan Lacey, running back for
I have no
Ole Miss.
problem. It's the first running back. I'm not sure if
He's best running back.
Yeah, okay. You can do him, Ahmad Hardy. You can do a couple of guys. But all right,
this is where I start losing it a little bit. 7 is C.J. Carr. That is a Notre Dame bump if I've never seen it.
That's a projection,
Yeah,
right?
that's a projection.
He had a good year last year, but he's not. That's a projection.
Solid year. Darian Mensah had a better year than C.J. Carr last year.
Okay, who's next?
With Duke. Julian Sayin is 8th.
All right,
he made it to New York.
He deserves to be top 10.
He deserves to because he made it to New York.
Okay.
He had some great weapons out there. Jaden Maiava for USC.
I actually think
number 9.
tremendously underrated. I here he's actually overrated, but he's a tremendously underrated player in the grand scope. He is a sleeper Heisman.
He had 2 receivers. One of them a first-round pick. The other one is like the training camp darling of the Baltimore Ravens, Jacoby Lane.
I understand. I understand. Bad defense, but yes, he is a good player.
Number 10 is Carter Smith, tackle for Indiana.
Okay, yeah.
He has an argument to be above these quarterbacks. Yeah. Then you got Dante Moore, Trevor Goodsby. Oh, here we go. This is what I was trying to wait for. Arch Manning is 13th.
All right. And he probably deserves that.
Yeah. Cam Coleman, like I said, 15th. I'm trying to see if Darian Mensah is even the top 20. Miami has Ahmad Moten Sr., the defensive tackle, at 18 on this list.
I'm surprised Mark Fletcher isn't somewhere around here.
Fletcher is – Mensah's 23, which I could take that. I can see that. It's top 25 at least is respect, and Mark Fletcher is 29th. So that gives Miami 4 players in the nation in the top 30, and I believe I don't see too many other ACC players as well. So for those that talk about how Miami's going to walk away with the ACC this year, like myself, for good reason, and because their schedule is probably one of the easiest of any of the ACC contenders. Also, they got a boatload of talent on that roster right now, including Malachi Tony, who is rightfully in the top 4. 109 receptions, 1,200 yards, 13 total touchdowns, was the quarterback for the Mally Cat, oftentimes for the Canes, and was the best player on a team that needed him all the way down the stretch. So Malachi Tony, top 4 player, and a long shot for the Heisman. Doubt he could get it because Darian Mensah's name is big as well. What the college football and all of these names I just named, think about these teams I just went through. Going all over. ACC, Big 12, SEC, Big 10. Talking about Colin Simmons with Texas, Tony with the Canes. You got multiple Ole Miss players. So many different players to watch that are going to define Saturdays in this college football season. So few TVs in your house. I'm like, well, how big is your living room? Are you a sicko like my homie that just my homie John just moved to New Mexico and he already set up a man cave that has like 5 screens in it.
Moved to New Mexico willingly?
Yeah. Got a gig out there covering sports.
He's covering what sport? Is he New Mexico State?
No, he's a TV anchor.
For where?
Local TV, Albuquerque.
Oh, okay.
Covering the Rams right now. They cover Los Angeles.
They might have the LA TV, locally.
They cover the Rams and the Broncos in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which I thought was interesting, but also great.
Santa Fe is godforsaken.
Santa Fe.
I've not been to Albuquerque.
Why were you there?
You've
gone to Santa Fe, but not Houston?
My grandparents, Tony Russo and Molly Russo, somehow thought that Santa Fe, New Mexico was the spot to, hunker down, which I thought was very strange.
Oh, we got some breaking news in college football. We'll get to that after this, though. But I want to tell you all about Duffy Sports Grill and less about Santa Fe, please. There's no Duffys in Santa Fe. That's the reason it's godforsaken to you. But there is Duffys all throughout South Florida, and they are the place to go to watch during this season. It is football season. You want to watch all the games at once. You want to enjoy 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And you also want to get in on that power play at Duffy's. Theo, what's the power play? Come on, man. I've been telling y'all about this. $13.99. $13.99 gets you in the door for the power play. What do you get? An entree, a side, and a drink. That entree is nothing to scoff at. That entree is a made-to-order burger. That entree is some wings tossed in your favorite sauce, right? You could also get some chicken tenders, maybe a big juicy sandwich. How you feeling on that day? That's what the entree could be. Then you get a side and a drink for just $13.99 at your favorite Duffy Sports Grill. Go to Duffy'sMVP.com, check out the menu, thank me later, and pull up to your Duffy's asaptually. Duffy'sMVP.com. They got great food, cold drinks, and wall-to-wall sports. At Duffy's, our game is always on. Florida State fans, I bet you're shaking in your boots. Breaking news out of college football here. Before we go to break.
Breaking news on ESPN 106.3 is brought to you by St. Lucie Battery and Tire. If your vehicle has issues with braking or other issues, get it fixed right now at St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
Prove them wrong, Tommy. Thomas Castellanos.
No way.
Former Florida State quarterback has officially committed to the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
Wow.
Talk about a marriage of convenience.
Now, I don't know. Is he legally allowed to do it?
You're legal. You can do whatever the hell you want in college football. All you can do is find a judge in the city that you're trying to go play football for, and then they'll give you an injunction, and you can do it. So, yeah, he'll figure it out.
He's not going to start, but that's a notable backup.
Why wouldn't he start?
Because they got a game in 10 days. That's why he's not going to start. I mean, why would he start?
Castellanos.
It's not the NFL, dude. These guys can't figure this out that quickly.
Remember what Tommy was saying just last year this time? We going to walk into Bryant-Denny on the Nick Saban field. Was that it?
It was in Florida State.
It was at Florida State.
It was at Doak Campbell. Close.
Has less of a ring to it. But he said he was going to stump them boys out. And what did they do? They stumped the Crimson Tide out. Now, he didn't do much after that.
No, he did not.
I think when the tape got out on him and his not much after that. But you know what?
It was a quick train.
Man of his word, Tommy.
I'm surprised by that. Interesting.
To Texas Tech. Now, you're right. I do wonder the legalities of it. I think that it was a couple of days ago it went under the radar because so much else was happening in college football. I believe a judge granted him a 1-week transfer window, which is – college football is such a joke.
Whatever, man. Just if he's in a jersey, I'll believe it.
College, what about these Lane? It seems like Lane Kiffin's not backing down.
The SEC ruled no pros playing in college.
And Lane said, "Yeah, you don't get to just pick which injunctions you go for."
Yeah, the SEC can.
I don't know.
I'm with the conference on this one.
I'm gonna look.
You're a team in our conference. We can do whatever the hell we want.
Yeah, sounds good.
You see what Kim Mulkey did?
Yes, she is.
Can we talk about that on the other side? Because Kim Mulkey
is insane.
Let's just say geopolitical ambassador.
Kim Mulkey.
It's the weirdest university in the country. Let's do that next.
It's not a real place. We're theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Whether you need batteries, tires, or services, we know you depend on your vehicle. You can depend on St. Lucie Battery and Tire. With the largest inventories, expert technicians, and the best price out the door every day guaranteed, you'll drive away with confidence. Life doesn't stop, and neither should your car. St. Lucie Battery and Tire is here for you. Our experts keep your vehicle ready with batteries, tires, and service you can trust. Fast, friendly, and always reliable.
Since 2006, EDS Air Conditioning has kept Palm Beach County comfortable through every summer, every storm, and every season in between. EDS Air Conditioning is a trained comfort specialist. It's hard to stop a train. From dial thermostats to today's smart home systems, EDS delivers reliable comfort you can count on. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, they've earned your trust. 20 years of keeping Palm Beach cool. Visit EDSisyes.com today.
2026 Florida football tickets are on sale now. Don't miss any of the 6 home games, including the home debut of Coach John Summerall on September 5th versus FAU. Homecoming on October 10th against the South Carolina Gamecocks. And don't miss the annual Saluting Those Who Serve game this year against the Oklahoma Sooners on November 7th. Visit FloridaGators.com and secure your seat for all of the action only in the Swamp.
It's a massive storm, 1,000 miles across.
ESPN 106.3 is your home for Miami Hurricanes football.
Prepared to shelter in place.
Miami Hurricanes football all season long, right here on ESPN 106.3.
ESPN 106.3 is your home for live sports, presented by Hard Rock Bet, the home of Inter Miami, the Florida Panthers, and the Miami Heat, with all of the biggest live events in sports. If it's happening in sports, it's happening right here on ESPN 106.3, South Florida's home for sports, presented by Hard Rock Bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida, must be 21 plus, physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or somebody you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWestPalmContests.com. That's ESPNWestPalmContests.com.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
Pros, find the right flooring for the job in Lowe's newly redesigned flooring showroom. Shop our expanded assortment of trusted brands and get up to 35% off style selections, Stainmaster, and Stainmaster Pet Protect Special Order Carpet. And while you're here, save $100 on a DeWalt 20-volt max 6-amp-hour 2-pack of batteries. Now just $179. Get more of what you need faster and save more where it counts from the ground up. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 8/26 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Well. Looks like your well water can use a little help. If you're dealing with hard water, funky smells, or water that just doesn't taste right, it's time to make your well water swell water with Culligan. Their customized water treatment systems help deliver cleaner, better tasting water all throughout your home. And right now, you can try Culligan for just $10 a month for your first 3 months. Serving South Florida since 1936. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
Plus tax, title, and includes $12.95 dealer fee and $5.49 electronic filing fee with approved credit, 36 months, 15% of MSRP, due at signing, 7,500 miles per year, 0 security. Financing for a limited term ends 8/31/26.
Go to Greco, go to Greco.
Go for up to $15,000 off new Mazdas. It's the summer of savings at Greco Mazda. We're building a brand new dealership and giving you more to move sales event savings on over 240 new Mazdas. Like all remaining 2024 Mazda CX-90s, $15,000 off MSRP. A new 2026 Mazda 3 2.5S Select Sedan, lease for only $199 a month. And new 2026 Mazda CX-5 2.5S Select All-Wheel Drives, lease for just $259 a month. Or buy both with available 0% APR financing. Don't miss the summer of savings with all remaining 2024 Mazda CX-90s, $15,000 off. Mazda 3s, $199, and Mazda CX-5s, $259. Greco Mazda of Delray Beach on Federal Highway just south of Linton. Or visit GrecoDelrayMazda.com.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Dom Kennedy once said, birds ain't flying off last year's feathers, and I ain't eating off last year's cheddar. My guy Mike Rizzo was just telling me about how Ohio State recently won the national championship. That ain't gonna do nothing for you this year. What happened? What was the last football game that the Ohio State Buckeyes played? Do you remember?
I sure do.
What was that? Not the spring game.
Miami.
The Baptist Health Hotline is open. I've found out that I have disrespected. Maybe I have upset some Florida State fans out there. I care about y'all. I don't care about the Ohio State fans. You know, they're jerks. I care about the Florida State fans. I want to open up the Baptist Health Hotline in case there's any rebuttals to anything in and around that. 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. Sad that we're losing the tones of Tops Drop by Fat Pat. I was really enjoying that. But I will tell you that pro-level orthopedic care is right around the corner, whether you're dropping the tops or not. Welcome to pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. If an injury is keeping you from what you love, our expert team is here to get you back in the game. It's trusted by the pros, and it's ready for you because everybody, the weekend warriors and the season pros deserve pro-level care, and you get it at Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. You're feeling some pain, you're feeling some issues with your joints, the pro-level care is right there for you. BaptistHealth.net/ortho. BaptistHealth.net/ortho. That's the place to go. That's the place to go to get your pro-level care. I almost had my fandom flipped. I had a, you know how teams are doing, the NFL teams are doing these rivalry jerseys? These the Houston Texans put out their rivalries uniforms, and the threads were nice. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't just the uniforms themselves. The threads were immaculate. But the video they put out to debut their uniforms, to Tops Drop, you know what I'm saying? Trucks keep driving, tops keep dropping down in Houston. I thought I was a Texans fan. I started feeling the vibe.
I got confused for a second because I saw you shared that, and I go, why would he share this?
There's some Houston songs that if you play or use in your video or talk about or bring up, it's an instant mood shift, instant mood changer for me. I could be having the worst day of my life.
That's new Shania Twain.
Shania Twain for you.
Yes.
There's like 7 songs that are nostalgic to the core of any Houstonian that if you play and I hear it, I immediately am having the best day of my life. And Tops Drop is one of them. That was the rejoin we just had.
Would you rather, do you feel yourself more attached to Houston or South Florida?
Oh, easily Houston.
If both cities were under attack, which would you defend first?
What? Under attack by whom? Under attack by whom? Who's attacking our cities? Don't we have a National Guard for that?
Your choice. You got to defend one of them.
I would not hesitate.
You let this place burn down. Let's just get that on the record. Just say that out loud.
I wouldn't.
Theo Dorsey, start with that. Go ahead.
I wouldn't think twice about it.
About letting South Florida burn to the ground while you're defending Houston?
South Florida would be long gone. South Florida would be in the history books. You know what? I would tell the story of South Florida well. I would be in Houston.
On the record. Listen, on the record.
What do you want me to do? That's home. That's home. There's like 3 other cities too. Like I would protect New Orleans.
There's 3 other cities before you get here?
All right,
how many places are you letting?
Chicago. I got to keep Chicago around.
You're defending Chicago,
yes!
A place you've been to a handful of times?
Yes. Have you been in the summertime?
Hold on. This has nothing to do with if you like visiting.
The food scene is great too. I'm protecting Houston. I'm protecting Chicago.
Are you protecting
South Florida?
Virginia Beach? Virginia Beach?
No. They can go. It's already close to the shore anyways. You know, we won't really miss it that much.
Hampton University's under attack. And ESPN West Palm's under attack. Let's get it out loud. Just say it. Say what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Hampton University's under attack. ESPN West Palm's under attack. You got a choice
to do. He doesn't want to say it.
You got a choice to say you're going to Hampton University. A bunch of students you don't know.
Hey, you know what? I will save Hampton University, and here's my caveat. The university president of Hampton University right now, West Palm Beach native. So in a way, I'm saving a part of West Palm with my alma mater.
While West Palm burns to the ground.
You hate us.
That's part of it. I don't hate y'all. It's not about hate. It's about love. And I got a lot of love for the.
He loves us so much he's willing to sacrifice us for just about anything.
No, that's not true. You know what? I love y'all so much that I would love to get Tina's top 5 and before I get South Florida canceled.
On the record.
Before I get canceled out here in the South Florida waters. I'm an honest guy. Top 5 today is brought to us by the place that is. Hold on a second. They are
number 1
in everybody's heart in the NAIA.
Yes, and it's a busy weekend for Kaiser Athletics. Kaiser Volleyball heads to Bowling Green, Kentucky for the Vet City Classic with 4 matches Friday and Saturday, and right here in West Palm Beach on Saturday, number 16, Kaiser Men's Soccer hosts Xavier at 11 a.m., followed by number 1 Kaiser Women's Soccer taking on Carroll at 1:30 p.m. Kaiser Athletics is home to more than 800 student athletes across 27 sports and has earned an incredible 31 national championships. Keep up with all things Kaiser Athletics at KUSeahawks.com.
Tina's top 5 on a Wednesday because Klay Thompson took over Tuesday.
Number 5.
I was in Wisconsin this weekend, and I went to a wedding, and this has been on my top 5 before, but I am so pro hangover patches. I tell everyone about them. I don't think, if I know that I'm be drinking a lot, like I have to have one on. It's the only way I can function the next day, because I've come to realize I'm a miserable person when I'm hungover. Miserable.
Who told you that?
Myself.
Okay.
I just know that and it's more like I feel miserable.
Yeah.
So I'm staying home, like I'm not doing anything. I feel terrible. I'm not eating. I'm miserable. And you can't be that way sometimes in settings when you're around a lot of people and you're also traveling. So hangover patches saved me yet again from a wedding weekend.
And where'd you put it at?
I put mine on my hip. So the ones
so that way
that
people
I
don't
get,
see it, yeah.
so the ones that I get, you can put on your hip, your chest, and then on your wrist, and then like right on your bicep.
Do you have a hangover patch with you right now? My wife just texted me literally right before the top 5 and said, do you want to go to happy hour, which made my day.
No, because I pass them out to everyone over the weekend.
Aren't they expensive?
No, I get some on Amazon. And I get like a 40-pack for $10.
This strikes me as placebo.
I don't know. I'm
If
telling
she's
you.
saying it's worse,
Listen,
it works.
Placebo.
One of our One of our teammates here, Courtney Rukoff, one of my besties. I was in her wedding. I paid at the open bar because I bought so
Tina was
many.
overserved.
I'm so mad I missed this wedding.
I
This
had
would've
like
been great.
8 tequila shots.
Yeah.
I had a lot of drinks.
Overserved is an understatement.
Yeah.
I should not have been able to get on a plane the next day. I should not have been able to travel the next day. And I was like the hangover patches, and I have to tell people, you can't black out and then be 100% the next day.
of course,
You're
yeah,
gonna feel a little bit of it, but instead of feeling like 20%, you feel like 80.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. I'm a fan of that. If it works for you, it works for me.
That wedding, though, is what made me know these work. Because I was good.
Do you look, do people think you're a crackhead when you show them that you put a hangover patch on before drinking? Like, is
Well,
that
I don't
the-
show them my
Okay.
hip usually, but I tell them about it. And they don't believe me.
AI is telling
Number
us that this
4.
is a load of garbage.
Really? Y'all Googled it?
No.
Oh, the interns. This is the day one for the intern class.
And
the interns.
It's a big day for the interns.
And the
They've had a huge
Most of
day.
them aren't even probably able to drink, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, so you're down on the
She's
interns.
fighting
now.
back. The interns are. This is a rambunctious intern class we have here.
We said that earlier today. They had a lot of energy
Lot of
before
energy.
the show.
A lot of energy.
We filmed something.
That is what it is. Y'all sparked the energy here. Spark plug.
I don't know if you guys saw the White Sox game last week versus the New York Mets.
Of course.
This girl catches a walk-off home run ball.
What? Why is
Theo, you watched the White Sox Mets last week?
No, we didn't watch it.
that is appointment television? Why would I not want to watch?
Of course.
Shoeless
I
Joe
was sitting there
Jackson?
like, no, you didn't.
Okay, this girl, she catches a walk-off home run ball, and she's caught in this viral video jumping around after catching it. And you watch everything fall out of
I
her
did see
purse.
this.
Because she's jumping around, she's excited,
Yeah.
all this stuff. And I thought it was so funny because you're witnessing everything fall out of her purse, like completely.
Yeah.
And she put out this tweet that was just like, everyone that's concerned, I was able to get all the contents that fell out of my purse, and I have them all with me now. I just thought it was funny.
That was bad.
Yes.
That could have ended very bad for her.
Yes.
But it worked out. It worked out.
Number 3.
I mentioned Wisconsin, and I love cheese curds and spotted cow.
Oh yeah. I'm
You go
with
to Wisconsin, you got to get a spotted cow. I had plenty of them this past weekend, and cheese curds. Right when I got off the plane, we had to wait a little bit for some other people getting in. Had cheese curds immediately. They are the best in Wisconsin.
I'm like that about lobster rolls in Martha's Vineyard.
Ooh, I'm
gotta
going there
have it.
in September.
Hey, you bet.
I love a lobster roll.
When I see lobster roll on the menu, I don't even ask how much it is out there. I just every time need it.
Number 2.
Actress Brenda Song makes her NFL color analyst debut during Rams vs. Saints preseason game.
And it was godforsaken.
Wow.
Shut up.
Wow.
She's
two things that.
She's such a sports girl.
Yeah.
I love it. I love this for her.
Why do you hate it, Colin? Why do you
Come
hate
on.
Brenda Song?
There's a pick six Dude, you just got a Ram fan in the booth.
Yeah,
there's
that's
no,
it,
there's
yeah.
no, there's no color.
It's the preseason.
There's no color analysis going on anywhere.
It's the preseason. What do you want her to be?
Well, the way it's reported is an NFL analyst. Hold on. She's cheering while she's.
It's the preseason.
What? You have a fan in the booth. That's it. You got a fan in the booth.
She got me. I would listen to her.
Yeah, see?
You watched the
It
game?
worked for Tina.
No, I didn't. I was at a wedding.
Okay, there we go.
I was at a wedding.
Number 1.
Have to give this to the gal and the icon, Dolly Parton.
Ali.
From country music legend to a beloved cultural icon, Dolly Parton leaves behind a legacy of joy, generosity, and timeless music. She's the best. She had to be number 1.
Shout out Dolly Parton, man. Shout out Dolly Parton. That one hit the good people hard.
Mm-hmm.
That is Tina's top 5 here on a Wednesday. And Resort and Spa Palm Beach is a place to get your mind off things, to kick back, to relax.
If you don't have a hangover patch, how about you just head over to Resort and Spa?
Shut up, Colin.
This is why I tell y'all to stop calling it anything other than just say
I've corrected Colin for months.
He's like,
but he doesn't listen to me.
And that's what you get for always saying it on the mic. You don't have to. It's so much more work saying EAU. Palm Beach.
Resort and Spa.
It sounds like a university. It just.
Goodness. Resort and Spa.
Oh my goodness.
They still have.
French.
Okay. They still have going on their Coastal Cocktail Collection. I got to go to one of the events, and it was thankfully a Patron event because I love my tequila. And they actually have 2 more still going on. September 3rd, you've got Patron, and then September 17th, Jefferson's Ocean Tropics and Twin Oak. These are really intimate experiences where you get food pairings with drinks. It is so great. It's a good date night. It's good if you want to go with your friends, some quality time. Go to Resort and Spa Palm Beach and go into the Angle restaurant, and you can book your reservation today.
Book it. On the other side, we book it on Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Since 2006, EDS Air Conditioning has kept Palm Beach County comfortable through every summer, every storm, and every season in between. EDS Air Conditioning is a trained comfort specialist. It's hard to stop a train. From dial thermostats to today's smart home systems, EDS delivers reliable comfort you can count on. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, they've earned your trust. 20 years of keeping Palm Beach cool. Visit EDSisyes.com today.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2026 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2026 Defender 110 P300S for just $879 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Tired of being sidelined by a sports injury? Get back in the game with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Whether you're a professional athlete or even a weekend warrior, you can get back to doing what you love with our compassionate orthopedic team. Experience a new level of care and get back to your best. Welcome to being treated like a pro. Make an appointment today at baptisthealth.net/ortho or call 833-556-6764.
Hurricanes football is back at Hard Rock Stadium. The Miami Hurricanes kick off their home schedule Thursday, September 10th against Florida A&M, followed by an action-packed season featuring FSU, Pittsburgh, and Virginia Tech. From season tickets and group outings to luxury suites, there's a game day experience for every fan. Secure your seats today by visiting MiamiHurricanes.com/football. That's MiamiHurricanes.com/football. Go Canes, and we'll see you at Hard Rock Stadium.
For over 40 years, Ronald McDonald House of South Florida has supported families like Kayla's.
Without the Ronald McDonald House, we couldn't continue with Kayla's medical treatment.
We are now building a new, larger house to accommodate almost twice as many families each year.
It's a peace of mind knowing we have a place to stay without worrying about costs.
Help us build this new home by visiting rmhcsouthflorida.org.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Hey, it's Steph Prince here, and in South Florida, you need an AC team that can deliver in the clutch. That's why my family trusts Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. As a mom of 3, trust me, when your AC goes down, you don't want to strike out with the wrong company. You want a team that keeps the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps the family cool. And Bob Bradley knows a thing or two about coaching a winning team. He coached his son Bobby all the way to becoming a first-round draft pick, and now he's helping his grandson Trey develop his game. And one thing's for sure, high standards run in the Bradley family. Bob brings that same major league mindset to the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. From residential and commercial repairs to installations, maintenance, and upgrades, they step up to the plate and get the job done right the first time. And while Bob waits for Trey's call to the majors, he's still delivering major league service every single day right here in South Florida. Call Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning today at 561-793-7497 or visit bradleyair.com.
Need an extra boost? With Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union, you can earn up to $700 each year with a 7.0% annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's real money for real moments, like a family getaway or treating yourself to something special. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit 1 checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Another day, another NFL camp injury. This one could be severely impactful to the race in the AFC.
My leg! I am not angry. I am in pain. My leg!
Time now for an injury report.
My head and torso!
Wow, that's crazy. They hit me everywhere except
my legs!
Presented by Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Go where the pros go.
My leg!
Former Indianapolis Colts tackle, current Houston Texan Braden Smith just got brought in over the offseason, 2 years, $25 million to start in front of C.J. Stroud. He was carted off the field during a joint practice today against the Panthers. He has an apparent foot injury. That, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter. No update on what it is or how severe it is, but D'Amico Ryans and the Texans likely going to be updating us throughout the day or later on in the day. But the Texans can ill afford to have any more injuries on the offensive side of the ball, whether that be weapons like Jaden Higgins or offensive linemen, because C.J. Stroud is in a contract year and they have a Super Bowl contending level defense. They can't have these kind of things happen. That is your Baptist Health Orthopedic Care injury report. Please, no more injuries. I just want to get to the regular season. I just want to get to the regular season.
Yeah, it's the time of the year where they're the last preseason game teams absolutely hate. We're 2 weeks away, a week or two away from the game starting. They just can't wait to get to it.
You know who else can't wait for the regular season start? 49ers fans. More importantly, maybe the 49ers owner, Jed York. More information has been coming out around this dude, and this is the ESPN article says 49ers owner Jed York contacted a prostitute 3 times before he was arrested and met up with this prostitute out in East Palestine, Ohio. More importantly, we heard reportedly through this story as he got arrested for this solicitation, and then it got downgraded, the charge. They said that the agreed upon price was $140.
How'd they get him?
I think it was a sting. It was a fake ad. He responded to a fake ad for a link up.
Interesting.
And the agreed upon price was $140.
See, my thought process was he had somebody specific in mind.
Oh, no. This was a act of desperation, clearly. Here's the thing, though, Colin. The brother brought $160. He was prepared to tip.
Chivalrous.
$20.
$20.
He's a billionaire owner. She ain't got to know that. He said, hey, depending on how, maybe he was only going to tip 10. Maybe, I don't know if he had that broken up in the 20s.
I think he was wait and see.
$160 cash. He went to the ATM and pulled out specifically $160. He could have pulled out $140. He said no. She might be good. Russo and Rizzo might be good. That's next right here on ESPN 106.3. Go in love, go in peace, go enjoy.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Hungry? Time for a power play at Duffy Sports Grill. We're talking juicy burgers, crispy chicken tenders, stacked sandwiches, and wings tossed just the way you like them, all part of the power play lineup. Big flavor, real portions. Choose your entree, side, and drink starting at just $13.99. So whether you're watching the game or just playing MVP at lunch, make your move with the power play at Duffy's. Duffy Sports Grill. Our game is always on.
In business, you've got to stand out to win. Sinorama West Palm Beach has been family owned and operated for over 32 years, helping local businesses make a lasting impression. Our team knows how to put your business in front of the right customers with signage that actually works. We can turn blank windows or plain vehicles into bold, attention-grabbing branding that drives results. Ready to step up your game? Call us at 561-687-7993 or visit SinoramaWPB.com.
Hey, it's Steph Prince here, and in South Florida, you need an AC team that can deliver in the clutch. That's why my family trusts Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. As a mom of 3, trust me, when your AC goes down, you don't want to strike out with the wrong company. You want a team that keeps the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps the family cool. And Bob Bradley knows a thing or two about coaching a winning team. He coached his son Bobby all the way to becoming a first-round draft pick, and now he's helping his grandson Trey develop his game. And one thing's for sure, high standards run in the Bradley family. Bob brings that same major league mindset to the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. From residential and commercial repairs to installations, maintenance, and upgrades, they step up to the plate and get the job done right the first time. And while Bob waits for Trey's call to the majors, he's still delivering major league service every single day right here in South Florida. Call Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning today at 561-793-7497 or visit bradleyair.com.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
Need an extra boost? With Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union, you can earn up to $700 each year with a 7.0% annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's real money for real moments, like a family getaway or treating yourself to something special. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit 1 checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
Whether you need batteries, tires, or services, we know you depend on your vehicle. You can depend on St. Lucie Battery and Tire. With the largest inventories, expert technicians, and the best price out the door every day guaranteed, you'll drive away with confidence. Life doesn't stop, and neither should your car. St. Lucie Battery and Tire is here for you. Our experts keep your vehicle ready with batteries, tires, and service you can trust. Fast, friendly, and always reliable.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a good karma sports radio station.
Plus tax title and includes $12.95 dealer fee and $5.49 electronic filing fee with approved credit, 36 months, 15% of MSRP due at signing, 7,500 miles per year, 0 security. Financing for a limited term ends 8/31/26.
Go to Greco, go to Greco. Go Go for up to $15,000 off new Mazdas. It's the summer of savings at Greco Mazda. We're building a brand new dealership and giving you more to move sales event savings on over 240 new Mazdas. Like all remaining 2024 Mazda CX-90s, $15,000 off MSRP. A new 2026 Mazda 3 2.5S Select Sedan, lease for only $199 a month. And new 2026 Mazda CX-5 2.5S Select all-wheel drives, lease for just $259 a month. Or buy both with available 0% APR financing. Don't miss the summer of savings with all remaining 2024 Mazda CX-90s, $15,000 off. Mazda 3s, $199, and Mazda CX-5s, $259. Greco Mazda of Delray Beach on Federal Highway just south of Linton. Or visit GrecoDelrayMazda.com.
Kaiser University's flagship campus, the 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach, extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees within the heart of South Florida. Kaiser University's championship athletic program now has 31 national championships, including the 4th straight men's lacrosse title and a red banner for the women's tennis squad. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest on the championship flagship campus of Kaiser University.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
Come to Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium for minor league baseball action on Saturday, September 5th. The first 500 fans will receive a frozen iguana bobble-tail giveaway presented by Barton Mallow and CCPI. Take advantage of the dollar deals at the concession stands and team store. And be sure to stay after the game for the final fireworks show of the year. Stop by the ticket office or visit RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com to get your tickets today.
Now, it's time for a little R&R.
All into the bucket, lays it up and in.
Ball game, Rizzo! Live in the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, this is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
This team is going to be tough when they finally get it together.
Sit back and relax. Let Russo and Rizzo take you home.
Oh, mercy! Light him up, Colin!
It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3. Colin Russo, Mike Rizzo. Got you for the next 2 hours. Up until 6 p.m. on the 26th of August. We're going to have Jonathan Zazzo join us a little later on. We're streaming live on YouTube at ESPN South Florida, ESPN West Palm on Twitter and Facebook. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday. Got a couple things to get to. SEC put their foot down. A lot of stuff going on there. Mike and I made a movie today. 29-second iconic sports movie recreation was our task that we had to make in competition with the other ESPN stations around our company, which include ESPN New York, Chicago, Milwaukee, Madison, LA, and so on and so forth. And Mike's idea that he wanted to die, he was dying on this more than I've ever seen him, hell-bent on a certain idea, was a scene in Friday Night Lights, the movie, where Billingsley, Mike Winchell, Chavez, all the guys are eating burgers outside the burger joint. And what happens, Mike?
And then the 35-year-old, as Chavez called him, pulls up and goes, Billingsley, party at Taylor's house now, Billingsley. I'm going to be there. We're going to get wasted. Billingsley. And as he does the last Billingsley, he screeches the tires and rolls away. And then Chavez looks at everyone and goes, bro, isn't he like 35? That's what I want. They said create any scene from any sport movie. Sadly, I think that's one of the more hysterical, and I mean hysterical moments in sports movie history. it's so stupid that it's funny. And my friend John and I, man, we grew up first off, Friday Night Lights, any list you look at, that movie's top 10, bro. Any sports movie list you look at, Friday Night Lights is cracking the top 10. I lean, when I do sports movies, I lean more football. I love Remember the Titans. I love Friday Night Lights.
I actually think the football movies there's the less great football movies comparatively.
Yeah, and Friday Night Lights, it's like they don't, spoiler, they don't win the state championship, but they overcame so many things in that
Dallas
season.
Carter or something like that.
Yeah, they lost to the most talented team in the country that year, but also bro, Mike Winchell was the quarterback. You know what I mean? People were freaking out if he was going to be good enough. Billingsley couldn't hang on to the ball. The star running back gets hurt, who's got all the offers. There's the you want to know what we could have reenacted was his grandfather in the stands going, and he can pass. Just iconic scene after iconic scene in that movie. But I thought, the funny, it's the comic relief of the movie because it's kind of a serious tone. You know what I mean? Drinking disorders with the drunk dad.
Well, the expectations, teams got to be great.
Yeah, and the whole community getting behind the team and the pressure.
So funny. Mike and I have been giggling about that scene
God.
all day.
But
we could not have. That was not the answer for the scene we had to do. It was not the answer.
Also, Kyle, they threw this video on you, and I'm like, all right, what could be quick and easy to the punch? And I told you, dude, let me know if I need to pull up my car behind ESPN West Palm at 1 p.m. today. Because we could have filmed that in 2 minutes. We could have filmed that in 2 minutes. All we needed was our partnership coordinator, Mike Jones, out there with you. And my Ford Escape, put in neutral, and then go. And then that's it. And we were good. But yeah, we had Good Karma Sports Week. We did a little rebranding. We are now officially Good Karma Sports. And in honor of this, our company has been doing challenges all week. And of course, they challenged, the challenge of making a video fell on my partner, Colin Russo. And I, listen, no one wanted to step up to the plate either to be in the film.
That's the one thing. I was nominated, and I had no say in the matter.
Well, it was everyone's Super Bowl, and then no one wanted to do anything.
In the kitchen,
and then when push came to shove, no one wanted to do it. I finally looked at Colin. I said, Colin, what do you need me to do? What do you Brother, what do you need me to do?
We did the scene from Miracle, and I don't care if we say it. It's whatever. But we did the scene from Miracle.
Yeah.
Where Coach Brooks goes in after the second period against Sweden. And it was early part of the Olympic Games, and he saw unbelievable. Who we playing? We're playing Sweden. Yeah, flipping a table, and then he goes up to Rob O'Callahan. And he basically says, bruising the leg's a hell of a long way from the heart. Candy ass.
Yeah.
And then that's when O'Callahan gets pissed off. And he's like, you want me playing a broken leg? I'll play a broken leg. Iconic scene.
Yeah.
Herb Brooks leaves. He goes, you think that'll get him going? And then they're ready to rock and roll. We did that. And Mike.
I was Callahan.
We wanted Stephanie Prince to be one of the two main roles.
Our general manager of ESPN West Palm, Stephanie Prince.
Who we needed her to be Herb Brooks
or Callahan.
Listen, I told her, I said, Steph, you can be Herb Brooks. I have a written part for you, but I need it. I need the oomph.
Yeah.
Bring it. If you're not going to bring it, we'll find somebody else. Got to bring it. And Steph was indifferent to it. Then all of a sudden there's lines. Like, all right, I'll be Herb Brooks because there's the most lines. Then all of a sudden I had Callahan. I think it'd be funny if I was the one critiquing our general manager, our boss, Steph Prince, saying a bruise in the leg's a hell of a long way from the heart. And then there's a couple lines there. Steph didn't want to do that. Not to a fault of her own, but it was a lot of screaming. She didn't want to scream. Who do we call? Who do you call? Mike Rizzo.
The number one screamer that you know, baby.
We needed to get Mike. I taught him the two lines that Callahan had. And Mike and I had quite a little standoffish match with about 15, 20 people. The funniest part is the fall interns for ESPN West Palm had their first day today. And they walk in, I do a little orientation for 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden I tell them, guys, we got to film this. I got an hour till theoretically speaking. We don't have a lot of time. So I did 20 minutes as a group. For about 8-9 minutes, we made a script. Then we did 2 walkthroughs over the course of about 10 minutes. And then we got everybody in at 1, and we were done with the whole thing at 1:13. That's pretty freaking good.
I forget sometimes that my partner is the internship coordinator here at ESPN West Palm. And, Kyle, my in time's 1 p.m. I thank you for letting me be a little tardy to your intern meeting today. But listen, I stepped on when it mattered. I stepped up when it mattered when you needed me. And you know what? I think that video is going to win it, dude.
It has to.
It
has to.
I think, listen, I don't know what kind of operation the other markets are going to run. maybe these other markets are literally going to make like a short
29-second movie.
But yeah, like literally with professional cameras. We do, ESPN LA, it's Hollywood. You know what I mean? Maybe they come up with something absolutely astronomical that we can't touch.
Our creativity. I trust the fact it was a one take, no cuts. It was 29:02 on the dot.
Yeah.
I like that. Looks good.
Yeah.
Do
you think they'd let us win? Do you think they'd let Russo and Rizzo win? I don't think so. I don't think Craig.
Despite us?
I don't think Craig would let us win, personally.
Craig Karmazin, our esteemed CEO.
Our CEO and good karma, our fearless leader. I don't think he'd let us win that.
What do you think we get? If we get it, what do you think? They're going to give us money, right?
Probably going to give us team store credit.
What a waste of time.
Dude,
what are you going to get? An ESPN West Palm water bottle?
I think, dude, I seriously think I have $100 at Team Store. I haven't used. I should probably use it. I have that. You want to know what's a good thing on that Team Store? The backpacks. The backpacks are worth it.
That's what. Remember,
the backpacks are worth it.
When you start working here, you get one thing, and I asked for.
And I got the Good Karma ESPN backpack, which is awesome. And then, dude, we have those sick Orange Bowl book bags.
Yeah,
I use that everywhere.
I'm good on bags.
I use that Orange Bowl.
I got my Yukon bag, which is good.
I got the Uncle Jack Seiler Orange Bowl bag, and I love it. I use it. I take it everywhere.
But we filmed that today, and I'm most proud of the fact that it didn't take a long time.
Yeah.
Getting people organized.
Yeah.
You got your lines down.
Well, Kyle, you had a lot on your plate today. You had to produce radio.
Well,
you
it was
had the internship.
it was a matter of just getting it done quickly. It was just not the day for me for a movie to come.
That's why I said, brother, at 1 o'clock, you let me know if I need to pull behind the station and we need to do the Billingsley scene. We could have done the drunk dad scene, throwing the ring out of the car too.
They do that in the middle of nowhere. They do that in the middle of nowhere.
Well, we're going to do it.
I forgot.
Yeah, Tim McGraw played the dad, dude. I could have been Tim McGraw. And he's drinking chocolate milk out of the carton. Yeah. Dude, I would have done that in my backseat.
I forgot Tim McGraw was
the
dad.
He plays the drunk dad who won the state championship in like the 80s. And he's got the smoke show wife, Billingsley's mom. Dude, fantastic movie. Dude, for anybody that says that is a bad sports movie, I question everything. It's
a great sports
movie.
Dude,
it's one of the...
Is that better than Remember the Titans?
Probably not.
I like it more than Remember the Titans.
In my personal opinion, yes. But Grant, you're the movie critic. You tell me.
It's your opinion.
It's my favorite football movie of all time. Arguably my favorite sports movie of all time. Like, Hoosiers is great. We were both basketball players. Hoosiers is great.
Coach Carter's my favorite basketball movie. It's over Hoosiers.
Yeah, and then, we talked about we could have pretended to be the players at the mansion when Coach Carter catches them.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah, we could have done that.
Or when Timo Cruz is doing all the suicides and the push-ups during practice and the whole team jumps in. That would be a good one.
I didn't want to do any Rocky film. I feel like there's going to be a lot of Rocky films.
All right, I'll say this. This is my hot take about the Rocky franchise, and this includes all of them. So there's Rocky 1 through 4. I think there's the Rocky Balboa, the movie. Then I think it's Creed 1, 2, and 3. Those are like the 8 movies. I think Creed 1 is the best of all of them.
All right, now you're losing me here. Dude, Rocky's incredible.
Did you see Creed 1? Did you see Creed 1?
I did.
You liked Creed 1?
Yeah, they're good movies.
The first one is excellent.
I'm not sitting here trying to discount the Creed movies. I think Michael B. Jordan did a great job. Sylvester Stallone's a genius when it comes to these movies. Rocky 1 through 4 will always hold a special place in my heart.
Here's the thing.
I watched those movies with my grandfather who's no longer here. And
I like Rocky 1, and I like Rocky 4 a lot, too. Rocky 4 is awesome.
It's great. He's the training montage.
Rocky 3 is...
The Russians are just following him, and then he runs up into the mountains. Like, dude, it's great.
That's great.
Throw in the towel! Bro, it's got all...
I agree. Rocky 4's got everything.
Living in America.
Rocky 3 is a waste of time.
No, dude.
And
you're wrong.
Rocky 2 is pretty good.
Well, Rocky
1 and 4 are the pinnacle.
Dude, Rocky 3. Rocky 3 shows the pinnacle of Rock. It's the pinnacle of Rock, and he's got all the money. His marriage is going great. Adrian's still alive. The kid's young, dude, everything's going great. And that big bad Clubber Lang, dude, you don't like Mr. T?
It was
what the hell is wrong with you?
It's entertaining. It's just not a great movie.
What do you predict your fight with Rocky? Pain.
Creed 1 is awesome. I like it. It's got the really that movie really feels like
You didn't
Philly.
like Rocky 2? You didn't like
No,
Rocky
I like Rocky
2?
2. I like Rocky 2.
Okay.
I think Rocky 3 is the worst one.
Out of 1 through 4,
Yes,
probably.
I think that's the right answer.
Probably, but you got to admit Hulk Hogan being in that movie as Thunder Kiss was great. He's Thunder Kiss. And that's like when WWF, that's when wrestling.
Yeah.
After that, because I saw the
that
Hogan
movie came
doc.
out 84, 82, something like
and
that.
Kyle, the Hogan doc, my grandfather was working for the USA Network and Vince Vaughn. It took off after that. WWF took off after that because I think Vince's father banned. Vince McMahon's father banned the Hulk from the WWF. And then the Hulk started going at other federations and stuff. Anyway, not getting too deep in the weeds on that, but that's fun. That's cool.
Yes.
All right.
Sports movies right now, 888-760-3776. Number to get into the program. We'll go to Long Island. Chris on Long Island, what do you got for us in terms of one?
Mike, it was Hulk Hogan's character's name was Thunderlips, by the way.
Not Thunder Kiss. Not Thunder Kiss. I'm at your mercy.
Thanks, Chris.
I got a great football movie, and this is well before your guys' time. But, and Colin, your dad probably was a big fan of this movie. It came out in the mid-'70s called North Dallas 40.
I have not seen this one.
It's based on a book. Okay, it's based on a true story. The book that came out in the early 70s, written by one of the wide receivers on the Cowboys. And it's a kind of dark comedy drama of the hypocrisy of pro football. And so a young Nick Nolte's in it. He plays wide receiver. A guy named Mac Davis plays oh, God, what was his name? The flamboyant Cowboy quarterback in the early 70s.
Okay.
John Meredith. I mean, the names are changed.
And it's a great movie.
The coach is supposedly I think it's one of the best sports movies. Yeah, look it up on.
What do they have
kind of
official
rating it
teams?
got.
Do they have the official teams or no?
No, they're called the Dallas, whatever.
Oh, okay, so
And
they're
they
not
play
using the real names.
Chicago.
Interesting.
No. It doesn't shine a terrible. They use a few former pro. I don't know. This again might be before your time. Guy was a borderline Hall of Fame defensive lineman named John Matuszak who played for the Raiders.
Sure,
he's in the movie.
Okay, yeah. So
John,
they got guys in it.
Yeah, and it's pretty. It's pretty. I mean, for the time, it's pretty, and it's really good. I mean, it's funny. It's like I said. They have A-list actors. It's like a major studio, movie, and like 1975. I think you'll really like it. And ask your dad, text your dad about it. See what he has to say about it. I know he's seen it.
Appreciate the call, Chris. Well, make sure to do that. I'm sure he has seen that. I have not seen that one. The only one I think the 70s football movies I've seen. Was that Brian's Song? That's a TV movie about him and Gail Sayers. That's a decent one. I actually thought that was overrated. Sad movie, but I saw that one.
I got some other low key sports movies
Okay.
I want to get you on. I know you've seen The Fighter.
Oh yeah, with
Dude,
Mark Wahlberg and Christian Bale.
The Family.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Dude, Bale as the drug addict trainer.
I think Bale won an Oscar for that.
Dude, and great movie. Go.
Elias, you got a competition to that movie?
I'm sorry, what?
What'd you say? What would you say?
The Warrior movie with Tom Hardy.
So Warrior's
cool.
Is
I
my
liked it.
second favorite movie of all time.
Really? It's interesting.
Great movie.
I've
Great
seen
movie.
I've seen like 1,200 movies. That is number 2.
Such a great movie
on my list.
Now, as far as performances, like, and I agree.
You remember that movie, right? With
Yeah,
Tom Hardy.
Dude, Tom Hardy was on fire. And
Joel Edgerton.
So Tom Hardy got Bane, I think, because of that movie.
Well, he was in Inception in 2010, then he was in Warrior 2011, and he was bulking for Bane during that movie.
That's it. That's
a excellent movie.
I'm looking at I'm looking at lists right now. You know, Marty Supreme is considered a sports movie.
Wasting
you
my
didn't
time.
like it.
I thought it was all right.
Okay.
I thought it was all right.
Well, technically he plays ping pong, so that's
I mean, it's all right.
Yeah. Creed is up there too.
Yeah, I think
it's up there, man.
again, that is my favorite in the Rocky series.
Dude,
I think Creed is timeless. I think it's awesome. I think it's you remember Ryan Coogler made that, and he's a big time director.
Yep.
I love that movie. In terms of sports movies, that's one of my favorites.
Any Given Sunday is a really good movie.
Well, they got that
too.
great speech of Pacino before the game, and Jamie Foxx is coming out, and they're all getting riled up, and he goes like, "It's a game of inches." That's a great scene.
Willie Beeman. He throwing up in the huddle like Lawrence Taylor, and obviously, folks, I'm not going to swear on radio, but when he goes, "Hey Doc, give me some of that quarter zone," dude, great scene.
I think one that you're going to agree with me, and I think it's tremendously underrated in terms of sports movie. It's more of a comedy, not the old one, the remake of The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler.
Oh, it's amazing.
That is an excellent.
I grew up,
sports
so
movie.
Colin,
that came out 2006, maybe 2005.
I was about to say middle school for me when that came out, staple in my childhood. We had
is
the DVD.
An awesome movie,
dude. We had the DVD. We would watch that all. Cheeseburger Eddie.
They had,
the
Michael
characters. Yes.
Michael Irvin.
The best is when Sandler plays Michael Irvin 1-on-1. And it's just fouling the hell out of him the
Terry
entire
Crews
time.
Is throwing the cheeseburgers into the crowd.
Fat Tony, you know.
And Joey Diaz in that movie.
Yes, Fat Tony.
Yeah,
yes.
they had the Turturro brother as Brucey.
Yes.
And Brucey tries out
my
at quarterback. Somebody had a great tweet the other day.
The cheerleaders.
They were watching Tua in a drill. They said he plays like Brucey in The Longest Yard. That's a great movie. They had Nelly at the running back position.
Oh, dude. Gosh, what the hell was his name? I cannot believe.
Yeah,
I'm
but he was the speedster.
Remember, he was barefoot. He was running.
Yeah.
They didn't have any cleats.
And then they had Chris Rock. That was a very good movie.
Dude, amazing.
It's
movie.
better than the first one. And I
Amazing.
like the Burt Reynolds one. Burt Reynolds in the second one, but I like the Burt Reynolds one. I think the second one is better.
A lot of these lists that I look up, Hoop Dreams. I've never seen it.
What year did that come out?
1994.
I don't
I've
know that
never
one.
seen it. Hoop Dreams is top 5 in every. I got 3 lists up. It's number 2 on one list, number 1 on one list, number 4, and then number 5.
What's your take on Space Jam?
With Michael Jordan, fantastic. Another movie I grew up on. We had the VHS. That went back to the days.
You
My
haven't
brother
watched
and
it.
I
I'm
would
sure you
throw
haven't
that.
Have you watched it in the last decade?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I have. I watched it. My niece Charlotte, she got into basketball, and I showed her it when the hell did I?
95 that came out.
When did Uncle Mark and I go up north? Was that about a year ago almost? Not regardless. I'd watched it about a year ago. Raging Bull is up there. Never seen it.
Yeah, that's more of like I wouldn't call that a sports movie.
Bill Durham is up there too.
Bull Durham's
Great
good.
movie.
Field of Dreams is great. All right, let's do baseball movie here. What's your favorite baseball movie?
Probably Bad News Bears, the first one.
Interesting.
The first Bad News Bears, even though the one with Billy Bob Thornton.
I like the one with Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's fun. And then selfishly, Major League. Major League is, the Indians.
You know what I think is an underrated one is Rookie of the Year. You remember that one? The kid who had the elbow. That's a good baseball movie.
Was it, he was on
Cubs.
The Cubbies.
He was on the Cubs. He did it from Wrigley. He threw the ball back into the stands.
Dude,
That's
I
a good
have
movie.
a meme of one of the assistant coaches that I send all the time. I forget dude's name in the movie.
Yeah.
What's the one with
baseball movie?
Yeah, he plays for the Rays. Remember, he's a teacher, and then he goes to the major league, and he ends up coming up with is it the Rookie? The Rookie of the Year? What's it called?
No, Rookie of the Year is the one
it's
with
a
the
famous
kid.
actor in it.
Yeah.
I can't remember the actor. It's not Kevin Costner. It's not Harrison Ford. He looks just like both of them. I just don't remember dude's name. I don't remember dude's name, but Colin, he's a teacher in Texas.
Yeah.
And then he makes it to the major leagues. Great movie. Great movie. I remember those were on. Colin, that movie, That movie was on our VHS tape. Like, like old VHS tapes with the previews.
Sure, yeah.
Coming soon to
Yeah,
theaters.
that always pop up.
Bro, that was one of the movies that came up, and we ended up seeing it in theaters.
888-760-3776. Sports movies on Russo and Rizzo. We'll go to Jupiter, Riley, and Brad and Jupiter. Brad and Jupiter. What do you got, Brad?
Dennis Quaid is who you were thinking of.
That's it.
That's it. Thank you, Brad. It looks just like Harrison Ford and Kevin Costner.
He's a classic 80s, 90s guy.
Good actor. What do you got, Brad?
Of both of them. So Mr. 3000, the Bernie Mac.
Yep.
Where he's coming back and he got his 3000 hit. That's such, and again, classic Bernie Mac before he passed. That's always a fun one. And then the Water Boy, and obviously that's up there. I really like The Natural as well. Roy Hobbs. All that
Natural.
Stuff.
I've actually never seen The Natural.
I've never seen it either, Brad.
That's
a
one
good
that's
shout.
always been on the list.
But hey,
I've never seen The Natural.
Brad's right about Waterboy, an hysterical movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen Mr.
Hysterical
3000
movie.
in years
Mr. 3000 is great. He gives up, obviously, spoiler alert, 30 years later. He lays down a bunt for them to win the game, and it's just, he's got I love that he has the restaurant, Mr. 3000, and they go and tell him he didn't get 3,000 hits.
Appreciate the call,
Brad. Thanks, brother.
for
Appreciate it. Yeah. But
I haven't seen that one in years either.
Oh, fan, dude, Bernie Mac, honestly, real one. Bernie Mac was a real, on so many levels, Bernie Mac was a real one.
Yeah, that's up on the list. I have the best, I think, quality. It's not about it's more about the MLB rather than about baseball. But Moneyball, I love. I think Moneyball is just an excellently made movie. It's a fictional movie, but it's an excellently made movie.
What about dude? These lists have Caddyshack on there.
Wasting my time.
What?
I think Caddyshack's overrated.
Are you kidding me?
Totally.
You're not allowed to say that.
I
dude.
am allowed to say that. I don't think Caddyshack's a big time comedy.
You should have said that to my father. Would have blew a gasket if you would have told him
Caddyshack's
that.
okay.
At dinner.
It's old time comedy.
So
it is
good.
aged out for somebody like me. I don't think it's great.
Rodney Dangerfield.
I understand.
Is hysterical in the movie.
I saw Caddyshack recently, and I did not think it's great. What is it? The groundhog they're chasing around the greens,
and it's Bill Murray.
Yeah, it's Bill Murray,
Chevy
and
Chase, Bill Murray, Rodney
Dangerfield,
Dangerfield, Michael O'Keefe.
Yeah, Chevy Chase is in that.
Dude,
not
wrong.
a big time movie.
Last time I saw a mouth like that, dude, amazing movie.
Not a big time movie. Caddyshack has always been a hot take that I've had amongst.
I want a cheeseburger.
Yeah,
I want a hamburger.
I just don't think it's that great. I don't think it's that funny.
You'll get nothing like it. Dude, amazing movie.
I don't think it's that funny.
Amazing movie.
I don't think it's that funny.
Kyle. Slapshot, never seen. 1977 hockey movie.
You ever see Goon, the hockey movie about the guy who fights all the time? That's a funny one. That's a good movie.
What is Senna? This is top 10 on every list. It takes a certain kind of man to get behind the wheel. All right, it's a Formula One
I don't know that one.
race car. Senna. Interesting. Dude, you're movie buff. You got some work to do here. Huh?
So there's
You got some work to do here, huh?
I know the number of movies I've seen.
Now, have you seen The Pride of the Yankees, 1942?
Yeah, of course,
What a movie.
Famous movie. I haven't seen that in years, but famous movie.
I actually
reading
watched
the Yankee
that.
book right now. I got to finish the Yankee book, and I'll watch that after.
I watched that this opening day. It was on MLB TV. They actually played the movie.
Nice. Yeah, that's not in terms of. I listen. The sports comedy movies are difficult for me. You gotta nail that. And to me, I think Caddyshack is just aged out comedy comparatively to someone like me.
I want a hot dog. I want a cheeseburger. You'll get nothing like it. I mean, Kyle,
it's just
you're
not
out of your
that
mind.
great. It's
if
just not that
you're
great.
out of your mind.
It is just not that funny. It's just not that funny. I'm telling you. 888-760-3776.
We got Ernie and West Palm. Now, outside of Ernie sending me 10 tickets from our good friends at Hard Rock Bet on Instagram, letting me know he's going to be a very rich man at some point this year. Ernie, do you have a favorite sports movie, brother?
The Program.
The Program.
I am unfamiliar with the program.
The Program?
What year did this come out?
Wow.
I don't know the program.
Whoa, I'm going to say early 2000.
Yeah, no, 1993, Ern. 1993.
Oh, wow. Wow, 93.
It's got Sonny
93.
from Godfather as the main character at Coach. Am I right on that?
James Caan?
Thank you.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah, famous actor.
The guy from the dad from Elf.
Yeah.
That is him.
That's your favorite one, Ernie?
I would say that's my favorite one. That and I'm going to say Remember the Titans, the one with Denzel Washington.
Yep.
Good movie. Very good movie. Very good movie.
And Blasphemy for me on you saying that Caddyshack was not funny.
Yeah.
It's not a big time
You're
movie.
wrong there.
Aaron, it's not a big time movie.
You're wrong
I'll be
there,
honest
bro.
with you. It's not a big time movie.
Every single boomer has just turned their radio off hearing you say that. Dude, that is their movie. That is their movie.
That's the thing. It's
their
movie. It's not my movie.
But it's
their
funny. But objectively, it is funny. Bill Murray staring at the screen. The movie is hysterical.
Yeah, it's fine.
Ern, thanks for the call. And listen, congrats on the Hard Rock Bet tickets. Once again, Ernie was sending me his winners. One more, 888-760-3776. We got Stevie on I-95. Keep in mind, Stevie is a Notre Dame guy. I think I know where he's going
dude,
here.
Don't
Go
say
ahead.
it. Don't
Stevie,
say it.
go ahead,
Don't
brother.
say it.
What's
Don't
your
say
favorite sports movie?
You actually don't know where I'm going. That's a good one. I can still listen to the soundtrack of Rudy, but I actually liked 8 Men Out. It was the fictionalized version of the Black Sox scandal.
That's a great movie. 8 Men Out is a great movie. Yeah, that's a good one. I didn't think about that, but the Black Sox in 1990.
Dude, a Notre Dame man not saying Rudy, very surprised by that.
Rudy, can I say this too? A waste.
It's not.
It's
not.
Time.
It's not, dude.
Waste
It's not.
of
It's
time.
a really good movie,
but
bro.
The music's good. It's a good story.
Dude,
it's not even really close to what happened. But you really.
That's the thing. Another fictional movie. No player was going in and putting the jersey on the desk. No player was doing that in favor.
It was Vince Vaughn's first movie.
Yeah.
Was that Vince Vaughn's first movie?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Stevie, thanks for the call, brother. You think you think Caddyshack and Rudy are wastes of time?
What about racing movies? Ford versus Ferrari.
Ford versus Ferrari is a good movie.
It's a great movie.
It's all right. It's
It's a
good movie. It's a good movie.
Rush.
Rush is great.
Rush is good.
Rush
I like
is really
Rush.
good.
I like Rush.
That's by Niki Lauda and James
Yeah.
Rush. Niki Lauda was a famous Ferrari driver.
I gotta disagree on Ford versus Ferrari. I thought it was a bit corny. I thought it was a little corny.
Such
but
a
I'm
great
with
movie.
you. I'm with you on Rush, dude. Rush was great. We got Larry and Boynton, 888-760-3776. Larry, sports movie, go.
Glory Road, about the first team that was, and there's also the movie Pride with the Bernie Mac movie about the young team from the swimming team.
I didn't know. I don't know Pride. I love.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the first one he said again?
Glory Road.
Yeah,
bro.
Glory Road with Texas Western. That's a great one,
dude.
That's a great one.
Insane.
And my favorite is where there's two, Miracle and The Last Boy Scout.
The Last Boy Scout I have not seen, but I love Miracle.
I mean, we basically, we reenacted Miracle for our Good Karma Sports. And this is where this is coming from because Colin and I had to film a company video for ESPN West Palm today. We did Herb Brooks and Callahan against Sweden. You agree? You like that?
I apologize. I checked in late today, so I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you're
Larry,
good.
we made a video and we recreated the scene where Herb Brooks is telling Callahan that a bruise in the leg is a hell of a long way from the heart, and that's a great scene at the second period against Sweden. But we appreciate the call, Larry. Thank you for chiming in. We'll go to timeout here. We'll continue this a little bit on. We got a little bit on the SEC shutting things down, the NFL shutting things down, and players going back to college. Got a lot more to do. A little MLB. 888-760-3776. Number to get in. That's Mike. I'm Colin Elias. It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Tired of being sidelined by a sports injury? Get back in the game with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Whether you're a professional athlete or even a weekend warrior, you can get back to doing what you love with our compassionate orthopedic team. Experience a new level of care and get back to your best. Welcome to being treated like a pro. Make an appointment today at baptisthealth.net/ortho or call 833-556-6764.
Insurance adjusters have one job: getting you to settle for the minimum amount of money when you're injured in a car crash. At Anajar and Levine, we have one job: standing up to big insurance companies and getting you the maximum compensation you deserve. We'll do whatever it takes to get you back on your feet and take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE for your free consultation. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Main office, West Palm Beach. plus tax title and includes $12.95 dealer fee and $5.49 electronic filing fee with approved credit, 36 months, 15% of MSRP, due at signing, 7,500 miles per year, zero security. Financing for a limited term ends 8/31/26.
Go to Greco, go to Greco. Go for up to $15,000 off new Mazdas. It's the summer of savings at Greco Mazda. We're building a brand new dealership and giving you more to move sales event savings on over 240 new Mazdas. Like all remaining 2024 Mazda CX-90s, $15,000 off MSRP. A new 2026 Mazda 3 2.5S Select Sedan, lease for only $199 a month. And new 2026 Mazda CX-5 2.5S Select All-Wheel Drives, lease for just $259 a month. Or buy both with available 0% APR financing. Don't miss the summer of savings with all remaining 2024 Mazda CX-90s, $15,000 off. Mazda 3s, $199, and Mazda CX-5s, $259. Greco Mazda of Delray Beach on Federal Highway just south of Linton. Or visit GrecoDelrayMazda.com.
Whether you need batteries, tires, or services, we know you depend on your vehicle. You can depend on St. Lucie Battery and Tire with the largest inventories, expert technicians, and a best price out the door every day guaranteed. You'll drive away with confidence. Life doesn't stop, and neither should your car. St. Lucie Battery and Tire is here for you. Our experts keep your vehicle ready with batteries, tires, and service you can trust. Fast, friendly, and always reliable.
Well. Looks like your well water could use a little help. If you're dealing with hard water, funky smells, or water that just doesn't taste right, it's time to make your well water swell water with Culligan.
Hey, Culligan man!
Their customized water treatment systems help deliver cleaner, better tasting water all throughout your home. And right now, you can try Culligan for just $10 a month for your first 3 months. Serving South Florida since 1936. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
Let's get back to the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. This is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
You got to think about what sports movie is overrated, too. It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3. Before that, I'm telling you, 95, you're driving down, you get into a little bit of a fender bender, get caught, and all of a sudden you need accident attorney coverage. I'm telling you, Mark Anajar and Glenn Levine are your one-stop shop, or your option if you are looking for accident attorney coverage. That could be car accidents. That could be truck accidents. That could be slip and falls. Mark and Glenn will cover you, and they're the best in South Florida. And there's, Lord knows, there's 15,000 options you can find all throughout South Florida, but there's only one best, and that is Mark and Glenn. You see them sponsor the end zone when Miami Hurricanes are scoring touchdowns during Hard Rock Stadium throughout the season, and you can see them all over the place on social media. They get a great social media, but they're the type that don't get any money unless you do. They want you to get the maximum compensation that you deserve in these cases. Call them today. Get a free consultation. Call them at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo, Elias Bustamante. It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3. Any sports movie that you despise, Rudy's up there for me. Dude, I can't stand Rudy. I cannot. Because it's Notre Dame. It's got Notre Dame written all over it.
It's not that I despise it. I don't think $1 Million Baby's very good. I had an ex that was obsessed with it. We would watch it.
I was obsessed with
$1 Million Baby. Correct. And we would
a very sad movie.
Trust me. I know. I think a lot of people like that, not necessarily a fan of that. I like it, but Field of Dreams is very overrated.
Field of Dreams is fine.
Very overrated.
It's a good movie.
Very overrated, though.
I agree with
that's
overrated.
Not a movie.
I'm not going to say I don't like it.
That's not a movie I'm watching before baseball season.
I agree with that.
And Kevin Costner, a huge Kevin Costner guy. Where are you at with Seabiscuit? Because that was another movie. Yeah. Colin, Seabiscuit was another movie on my brother and I's VHS tapes. Coming soon to theaters. The horse is too small, the jockey's too big, and I can't see straight.
Was it Tobey Maguire in
Correct.
there?
Correct. He was the jockey. Yeah. It was too big. The horse is too small, Seabiscuit. The jockey's too big, and the owner can't see straight.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah. Is Dodgeball a sports movie?
That's a comedy. That's not a sports movie.
That movie, I know.
Very good movie. Good movie. I haven't seen it in years. I told you this.
Who the hell is Steve the Pirate? Dude, you got to rewatch it.
It's been a while.
No one makes me bleed my own blood. Dude, that is one of my favorite comedies of.
Yeah, it's
call
a good
me
movie.
A true millennial. That is one of my favorite comedies of all time.
It's a good movie.
Vince Vaughn is hysterical in it.
Do you like 42 with Jackie Robinson?
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a, story tells itself,
Yeah, no doubt.
But it was fantastic movie.
That's a good movie. That's a good movie. And Chadwick Boseman's great in that. And best scene in that movie is when Leo DeRocher goes into the kitchen in the middle of the night when they're finding out the players are petitioning to not play with Robinson. And he goes down and he goes, gentlemen, there's more coming. And he goes, they're coming behind Robinson and they want to play. That's a great scene. Apparently that did happen.
Did you, now Elias brought it up. You asked me which ones I think is over. Ford versus Ferrari, very overrated.
Right.
I didn't like the F1 movie.
You didn't like that?
My brother,
I liked it.
Granted,
I thought it was fun.
I looked at my brother because my brother is, he's got the, Johnny Tryhard Ferrari fan. He loves it. He goes, Mike, that is one of the most unrealistic movies
it's like
ever
a
see in
bumper
your
cars.
life.
He's like bumper
They
cars.
hated it. All my F1 buddies hated it. So I'll throw
you
it on
can't
there.
take their word for it. You gotta. Did you enjoy the movie?
It's just like the kind of apparently the shtick and the racing that happens in the race is like it would never happen. It would never like the car crash. I think I can vaguely remember.
There's a godforsaken movie. It's called Ferrari. It just came out like a couple years ago. And it's about Enzo Ferrari and when Ferrari almost went down under in the 50s. That is a godforsaken movie as well. That is a terrible film.
Have you seen the Lamborghini one?
No. Who's in that? When did that one come out? Recently?
Like a few years ago? Yeah,
No,
don't watch it. Don't watch it.
That one stinks too?
Yeah, don't watch
it. The Ferrari movie with Adam Driver is a waste of time.
I mean,
terrible.
Sadly, Adam Driver, in my eyes, his career came to an end because of Star Wars. I'm out on anything that guy said because he's forever spoiled brat, worst villain ever, Kylo Ren. You think that what basketball movie were you telling me you didn't? Love and Basketball,
not a fan of. I think Peacock Game is fine. You know what I don't like? I don't like Mike does nothing for me.
Oh man, dude, you're killing all the movies I grew up with.
Now I know it was a little past my time. I watched it when I was a kid. That's a movie that didn't necessarily do it with me.
I loved that movie. I love that movie a lot.
We're gonna take a timeout. We're gonna do Jonathan Zaz on the other side of things. We'll take a timeout. Zaz will get his favorite sports movies. We'll talk about that and amongst other things. It's Russo Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Kaiser University's flagship campus, the 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach, extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees within the heart of South Florida. Kaiser University's championship athletic program now has 31 national championships, including the 4th straight men's lacrosse title and a red banner for the women's tennis squad. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest on the championship flagship campus of Kaiser University.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
Hey, Coach, you getting in on the Hard Rock Bet Survival Pool?
Has it started yet?
Nope, just lock in your pick by October 4th to play.
And that's it?
Nope, you pick a new team each week.
Any entry fee?
Nope, it's free to play after you made a deposit.
Is there big money up for grabs?
Up to $2 million cash.
I'm in.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. Free to play. No purchase necessary to enter. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
The Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, an affiliate of the Palm Beach Health Network, is committed to delivering high-quality care to the communities they serve. Their award-winning physicians and specialists provide a level of expertise that has resulted in regional firsts and outstanding patient outcomes. For a physician referral, call 866-654-2362. To learn more about the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, visit pbhnphysiciangroup.com. pbhnphysiciangroup.com to get in touch with the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group.
Hi, I'm Michael Manzo, owner and founder of Manzo's Italian Deli, and
Stop, Dad. After 20 years, people are tired of hearing your voice.
Yeah, and your lame-ass commercials.
Fresh prosciutto, mozzarella, outstanding.
Oh, please.
There's only one reason Manzo's is voted #1 deli in Palm Beach County for 20 years. Our mother.
She makes sure you prepare everything from scratch using only the freshest ingredients.
Mansour's Italian Deli is located on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, right next to Rain Dancers.
Is that a strip club?
No, it's a steakhouse. Mansour's is open weekdays from 8 to 5 and offers free delivery. So stop by or call 697-9411. That's 697-9411.
we also specialize in hot and cold catering for corporate functions and special events.
Just ask anyone who was at my last birthday party.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
I'm only human, y'all. I'm only human, y'all. I'm only human, y'all.
Let's get back to the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. This is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3. You get Colin Russo, Mike Rizzo, Elias Bustamante behind the glass today. Streaming live on YouTube at ESPN South Florida, ESPN West Palm on Twitter and Facebook. Talking sports movies. We're getting thicked up, on a Wednesday for all the college football. It's going to be starting up in about a week and a half. You're going to hear Jonathan Zazzo on the road alongside Amber Wilson for the college football campus radio tour, courtesy of ESPN Radio on Saturdays. So stay tuned for that. Let's get right to it. Let's do a little Jonathan Zazzo, the voice of the 305.
You might know him as the Cooper City Rattlesnake. He's the human flamethrower of Miami sports radio.
You could be a maniac without being a jerk.
The preacher of the Pat Riley Gospel.
They don't complain. They don't make excuses. This is the NBA. Deal with it.
The mayor of Dolphins Delusion.
The Dolphins are amazing. Are they the best team in the NFL?
And the only guy who can go from breaking down the Panthers' power play to cutting a full-blown Ric Flair promo. Woo! Jonathan Zaslow is the voice of the 305. Presented by Anajar and Levine.
We're going to get Zazzo here momentarily. First things first, Mike Rizzo can tell you all about the action that you could get with Flagler Credit Union if you're looking for financial advice.
Absolutely, folks. Needed a bank 2 years ago down here. I went with the local name Flagler Credit Union. They do checking accounts. They do savings accounts. You could get your banking needs with my good friends at Flagler Credit Union, and they also help me get my financial goals and hit my financial goals. If it's, saving up for a trip, just trying to save up some cash to, be responsible. I'm in my 30s now, man. I can honestly say I'm starting to put away some good money, starting to think towards the future, and I'm having all these conversations with Flagler Credit Union. And if you're a small business owner too, if you're a small business owner, think of Flagler Credit Union because they have business checking accounts as well. Find out more information at flaglercu.org. That's flaglercu.org. They got 4 convenient locations across Palm Beach County. Go look them up. That's flaglercu.org.
Colin Russo, it is Mike Rizzo, it is Elias Bustamante behind the glass today. Let's loop him in. Mr. Jonathan Zazzo, do we got him loud and clear? Zaz, welcome in. How you doing today? Can you hear us?
You guys got me?
Got you now, Zaz. How you doing today? What's going on?
Hey, there we are. How are you guys? Good to see you.
Wonderful. We're doing sports movies right now. Zaz, is there a favorite sports movie that immediately pops to head when you're thinking of one?
Oh, yeah. My favorite sports movie is Miracle.
Oh, is it really? So Mike and I actually had to remake the scene today. There's a company-wide thing. We had to all recreate an iconic sports scene within 29 seconds. And we did Miracle. Herb Brooks going to Callahan, telling him, you get the bruised
Be
in the
a
leg.
hockey player.
Be a hockey player. So we did that. Mike was Callahan. I was Herb Brooks. That got us sort of going in the movie conversation here with sports movies.
I had Rob McClanahan on my podcast, Zaslow Show 2.0, like within the last year because they recently did another documentary. And Rob McClanahan was one of the guys
Netflix documentary, which was good. They did that.
Yes.
It was very good.
Yes. And so in promotion, I had Rob McClanahan on my show, and I asked him about that scene. Like, how much was it exaggerated? He said, no, that's what happened. That he was challenged like that by Herb Brooks, and that he followed him into the alleyway there, and they were yelling at each other so loud that, like, the other team thought there was going to be this big brawl, this big fight. Like, that went down exactly the way they portrayed it in the movie.
Wow, how about that? And is there a sports movie that you've never been fond of? Mine, I've never been fond of Rudy. I've always thought that's overrated, and I've always thought that Caddyshack is tremendously overrated as
He's
well.
wrong on that. Zaz,
Caddyshack's my hot one.
Zaz, he is dead wrong on Caddyshack, by the way.
It's just not a big-time movie.
I want a cheeseburger.
It's just not a big-time movie.
You'll get nothing and like it.
It's not a big-time movie.
Caddyshack is so funny, man.
Yeah.
Now I don't know how much it holds up today. I haven't seen Caddyshack in 20+ years.
Yeah, right.
But Caddyshack is a great movie. Wow. A sports movie. Oh, yes. I know one that a movie that I think is terrible, and I used to like it. I thought it was great when it came out. Any Given Sunday.
You're down on Any Given Sunday?
Man.
I like that. I like the pregame
When
speech
is the
with
last
Pacino.
time you watched it? When is the last time you watched it? This is important.
5+ years.
Zaz,
5+ years. Easy.
College? Zaz, college.
Yeah,
college.
10.
Okay, so listen, this is what
2017
happened.
for me.
This is what happened. Any Given Sunday, which came out like, I don't know, a little more than 20 years ago.
2008,
okay,
2009, something like that.
2000s.
Yeah.
Maybe even then. Okay. And that came out. Oh, the great movie. Loved it. And then, like 4 or 5 years ago, and I hadn't seen it in a really long time. And I said to my son, I go, let's watch a really great sports movie. Any Given Sunday. You're going to love it. And so I put it on. We're like 25, 30 minutes into the movie. And I turned to him. I go, are you enjoying this movie? He goes, no. I'm like, yeah, this movie sucks. And yeah, we had to shut it off. I'm telling you,
you didn't even give it the whole movie.
I loved
you
it.
didn't
It's
even
not
give
a
it
good
the whole
movie.
Zaz. You didn't even give it the whole movie.
It's not a good movie. It's not a good movie.
Wow, he didn't even give it the whole movie.
Now, Zaz.
I mean, I like the speech with Pacino. It's a game.
Yeah, Avengers. Yeah, that's it.
All right. But outside of Pacino and the speeches, that movie's
God,
bad.
Lawrence Taylor. Hey, Doc, give me some of that cortisone. Zaz, my favorite sports movie is Friday Night Lights. It's
it's a great movie. Great movie.
Friday Night Lights, and Colin told you we had to reenact a scene from a sports movie.
Mike wouldn't get off this.
My stupidity that I think is funny. Zaz, they're eating burgers at like that drive-in place outside.
Early in the movie.
And the older friend pulls up and goes, Billingsley, party at Taylor's house. I'm going to be there. I wanted to reenact that. And Colin is like, Riz, I think we're missing the point. I said, Colin.
It's so obscure. It's such an obscure scene.
Nobody knows
Zaz,
that
it's
scene.
That's a deep cut.
Nobody knows that scene.
It's hysterical, though. It's that scene. Go back and
you're
watch.
not going to place it.
Now, you said no, Zaz. You're telling me Any Given Sunday sucks 20 years later. I'm telling you, that scene, you think it's funnier if you saw it now. You think it's funnier if you saw it now.
Look, I mean, I would want to. You could reenact the Preacher Man. You could reenact Preacher Man's speech to them at halftime.
Yes, sir.
They sweat like we do. They bleed like we do. Like he can. You could do that one, or when Booby Miles is crying to his uncle. That's
a great scene.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do without football? What am I gonna do without football? Like those are big time.
But when they're
So
having
you're out.
when they're having
so
burgers,
Zaz, let me get this straight. You're out. You're out at the 35-year-old telling him party at Taylor's and screeching his tires and peeling out. Okay, all right. Apparently that's just me.
That is a great movie. I mean, and the TV show is even better, but the movie's very good.
Yeah, TV show, fantastic. Zaz, I told Colin I saw every single episode of that. I've watched that about 2 or 3 times, Kyle.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
I've seen that recently too. I saw that last year.
The TV show is unbelievable.
Yes.
And it's the start of some really great careers, like including Michael B. Jordan.
Yep.
Michael B. Jordan, Jesse Plemons too. That's another one.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Kitsch. That's a big time movie, man. Big time show.
Zaz, we were talking about the Rocky movies, and mine. If you want to call it a hot take, I actually think out of the all Rocky series, so what is that? Rocky 1 through 4, the Rocky Balboa, the 3 Creeds, maybe there's one more. I actually think Creed 1 is the best of all of them, even over Rocky 1 and 4.
Oh wow.
He's wrong.
He's wrong. I don't think it's better than the original Rockies. Like the first 2 Rockies are incredible.
I like
movies.
1 and 4 the most. 1 and 4 the most.
Well, I was gonna say 4 is like the most popular. And the Creed movies are fantastic, man. Like it's funny that you say that because I was watching a little bit of Creed 2 recently, and the scene when Drago, Rocky gets to the restaurant and the hostess says, "There's a really big guy back there." He says, "You know who he is?" And it's just Drago sitting there waiting for him in the restaurant. And that's an intense scene.
Yep.
That's a really good movie, man.
Yeah, I like the second one. I didn't love it, but I didn't like the third one much at all. But I think the first one is great.
He didn't like Clubber Lang, and he didn't like
Yeah,
Thunderlips.
Rocky 3 is fine, dude. Rocky 3 is fine.
Zaz, wrestling guys, Hulk Hogan was in the third one.
Thunderlicks.
And Vince's dad banned him for being in the WWE.
Yeah.
He banned him, Zaz, after he did that movie because he thought he was bigger than the Federation.
Yeah, like he left what was the WWF to go film that movie because he knew that movie was going to catapult him into being a massive star, and it did.
Zaz, baseball movies there's the Field of Dreams, Bull Durham. There's the Rookie.
Major League.
Yes.
Love Major League. Loved Major League as a kid.
Yes.
When Ricky Vaughn enters, out of the bullpen, it's a classic scene, obviously. And I'll tell you what's a great baseball movie that I feel like is not talked about enough: Little Big League.
I have not seen Little Big League.
The Twins one.
Wow.
Is that the Twins one? That's the Twins, Zaz, right? Little Big
League is
the Twins manager.
League is when yes, it's the Twins.
It's the Twins manager. His
grandfather owns the team, and he dies, and he leaves the team to the kid.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like obviously it's a comedy, but it's not like a comedy in the way that Rookie of the Year is, and it's not realistic.
Mm-hmm.
It's a comedy, but it's a real baseball movie. Little Big League's a really good movie.
All right, noted. I'll make sure to put that. I've not seen that one.
You don't like Major League, dude?
No, I think Major League's good. I'm just not going to give you the credit.
All right, I'm hoping.
So good.
I'm hoping Zaz remembers this line. Want me to take him out back? Kick the. Hold on. Come on. My beep's not playing. It's when Vaughn is in the restaurant and says, "Want me to kick the you know what out of him out back?" I'm 0 for 2. Between Billingsley and between that, I'm 0 for 2. I'm 0 for 2. My damn hockey's not working.
I love that movie, though.
Oh, it's
I love that
fantastic.
movie.
Fantastic.
Zaz, last one I'll throw out here, too. Have you seen Warrior, the fighting movie?
Oh, what a movie.
That is
For
my
people who haven't
second
seen
favorite
Warrior,
ever. I think that's the best sports movie I've ever seen.
Incredible.
That is great.
Incredible movie. Yup. Tom Hardy.
Joel Edgerton's in
what's
that.
His name?
Nick Nolte.
Joel Edgerton. Nick Nolte, I think, was nominated for an Academy Award for that movie.
I think you're right.
That is a tremendous movie. Yeah, love it.
That's my favorite sports movie ever. No doubt. Without a shrivel of doubt, it's Warrior.
Great. And Mike, have you ever seen that movie, Warrior?
Yes.
You know who the guy who
the Russian
really,
Koba.
Yeah, you know who that is. You know who plays Koba, right?
It's Kurt Angle, right?
It's Kurt Angle.
Dude,
yeah.
I forgot, man.
Yeah, it's Kurt Angle.
Dude,
and he doesn't say a word. He does not speak a word the entire movie.
No wonder I forgot.
He's so jacked in that movie.
When did that movie come out?
2011.
I saw it in high school. I saw it 2 years after my senior year. Pacellis goes, Riz, he got away. And we watched the movie, and
it didn't make a lot of money. It was not promoted properly. It's a very underrated movie. Gavin O'Connor made that.
That's a super niche kind of movie to go see an MMA.
It's a brothers family movie. It really is.
I told Colin Zaz that's the first Hardy movie I think I ever saw. And then he played, Zaz, you're a nerd like me. And then he played Bane, and I'm like, wow, dude, this guy can act, man.
Yeah,
this guy can act.
Gavin O'Connor made that movie, and he made Miracle. So he's got some good stuff to his
name.
Oh,
okay.
Gavin O'Connor made Miracle, and he made Warrior as well. I really like that movie.
Now, can I ask something on the nerdy side? I saw him tweet it, and I actually started episode 1 because of it. You like Green Lantern, Zaz, the new show on HBO.
Lanterns is so good. I'm so into it.
Wow, okay. I'll have to watch that as well.
Yeah, and it's on HBO. So I've been on a DC kick. I grew up watching the Batman series from the 90s, Zaz. I started going back and watching every single episode, so I was already on a superhero kick. Zaz, I watched episode 1 last night. Obviously, no spoilers. Great. Yeah. I'm in, dude. I'm
Colin,
all in.
Like Colin, obviously it's superhero and it's part of the DC
I like the superhero
universe.
stuff. I get into it as long as it's good. And I know it's grounded.
But it's not even it's grounded. It's a crime drama. It's not even a superhero show. It's a crime drama.
Which I get into. There's no doubt about
dude,
that.
Trust, I think you'd really like it.
All right, I get into that.
Yeah.
Zaz, to switch gears really quickly here. Klay Thompson to the Miami Heat kind of out of nowhere, but it made it work. We all thought he was going to leave the Mavericks. They got the buyout, and he signed with Miami, made quick work of it. What do you make of this?
Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I last year was career lows essentially across the board for him, but he still shot 38% from 3, which is still really good. And he did that, and that's what the Heat need from him. And he did that on a team last year, that was lousy. And so now what will he do when he's getting a ton of open shots? When the best players on your team are Giannis and Bam Adebayo, and it's not just Cooper Flagg. So I have to imagine that he's going to be getting a ton of open shots, and that's exactly the type of guy we need. A knockdown three-point shooter who is a top 75 player all time, and a four-time champion, and someone who understands what they're getting into, is not going to be afraid in the big spot. So I think it's a great signing. I'm really into it.
Zaz, with the addition to Klay and what we see from the roster right now, where do you rank the Miami Heat currently constructed in the Eastern Conference?
I think they're going to be really good. Yeah, I think we're talking like a top 3, top 4 team. The East is going to be really good.
Yeah,
in general.
East is good.
Yeah, but I think the Heat are going to be top 3, top 4, and they're going to have a shot. When you get to the playoffs, they're going to have a shot in any series they play in.
Yeah, I mean, you got to imagine that they're going to be a good step below whatever Philadelphia is, barring health and everything like that, which I imagine Philadelphia is going to be really, really, really good. That's the most talented team probably in basketball. And on top of that, the Knicks are going to be right there looking to repeat, even though it hasn't happened traditionally. And I know people don't want to hear it. I'd keep an eye on Indiana. I really would.
Stop. You'll never see that team.
Yeah, I'm not with you there. I'm not sure they're a playoff team.
Zaz, I was bitter. Zaz, obviously, I said this take when I was really bitter when they bounced the Cavs. But, dude, I truly don't think you'll see that team again. And, dude, you guys just hang on. Kyle, you just told me the East is better.
The East is better.
If it were the Eastern Conference 2 years ago, all right, maybe. But right now, they're about, 6 or 7? 6 or 7 in the Eastern Conference.
Keep an eye on them. They got something to prove. They'll be pissed off. I get it, what you're saying.
Tough injury, because that's tough injury for Halliburton to come back from. And Achilles injury is a tough one.
He did take 15 months off, so it's good. He's taking plenty of time.
Sure.
But I understand. Zaz.
But remember, the last time we saw them, they're not this juggernaut, all right? Like, they made a surprise run in the postseason.
Incredible.
So I'm not sold on
it. And Halliburton was hitting miracle shots. They had no
Give
business.
Him a little credit.
No
Give him
business.
A little credit because he did it like 5. He did it like 7 times.
Fine. But even a blind squirrel can find a nut.
He found 7.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
He found a lot of nuts.
Yeah. Like it was great. Mike's pissed off because he knocked out Cleveland.
It was the best chance we had of winning anything was that year. Anyway.
Zaz, where can people tune into you if they want to listen to more?
Zaslow Show 2.0. We got Klay Thompson coming up on the show, so download the podcast wherever you get your podcast. Please like, rate, comment, subscribe to all that fun stuff. Zaslow Show 2.0, and every episode is presented by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys, 800-747-FREE, 800-747-3733.
Zaz, appreciate it as always. Looking forward to talking again soon, all right?
Thanks, Zaz.
Good job, guys. See ya.
That's Jonathan Zaslow. That's Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo. We got Elias Bustamante. We'll do a little 5 and 5 on the other side of things. It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 106.3.
WESP Jupiter, a good karma sports radio station.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Big summer flavor is waiting at DQ Grill and Chill. Right now, enjoy the perfect $7 meal deal. 3-piece chicken strips, fries, medium drink, and a sundae, all for just $7. And for $2 more, you can upgrade to the new DQ Blizzard of the Month. Nestle drumstick with peanuts. Bite into choco-covered drumstick pieces, plus peanuts blended into DQ's world-famous soft serve. It's the perfect crunchy and creamy treat all in one. And it's only at DQ Grill and Chill, 4828 Lake Worth Road and US 1 just south of North Lake.
Hey, it's Steph Prince here, and in South Florida, you need an AC team that can deliver in the clutch. That's why my family trusts Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. As a mom of 3, trust me, when your AC goes down, you don't want to strike out with the wrong company. You want a team that keeps the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps the family cool. And Bob Bradley knows a thing or two about coaching a winning team. He coached his son Bobby all the way to becoming a first-round draft pick, and now he's helping his grandson Trey develop his game. And one thing's for sure, high standards run in the Bradley family. Bob brings that same Major League mindset to the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. From residential and commercial repairs to installations, maintenance, and upgrades, they step up to the plate and get the job done right the first time. And while Bob waits for Trey's call to the majors, he's still delivering Major League service every single day right here in South Florida. Call Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning today at 561-793-7497 or visit bradleyair.com.
Well. Looks like your well water could use a little help. If you're dealing with hard water, funky smells, or water that just doesn't taste right, it's time to make your well water swell water with Culligan. Their customized water treatment systems help deliver cleaner, better tasting water all throughout your home. And right now, you can try Culligan for just $10 a month for your first 3 months. Serving South Florida since 1936. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
Good Karma Sports is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with Good Karma Sports, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmasports.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmasports.com.
Plus tax title and includes $12.95 dealer fee and $5.49 electronic filing fee with approved credit, 36 months, 15% of MSRP, due at signing, 7,500 miles per year, zero security. Financing for a limited term ends 8/31/26.
Go to Greco, go to Greco.
Go for up to $15,000 off new Mazdas. It's the summer of savings at Greco Mazda. We're building a brand new dealership and giving you more to move sales event savings on over 240 new Mazdas. Like all remaining 2024 Mazda CX-90s, $15,000 off MSRP. A new 2026 Mazda 3 2.5S Select Sedan, lease for only $199 a month. And new 2026 Mazda CX-5 2.5S Select All-Wheel Drives, lease for just $259 a month. Or buy both with available 0% APR financing. Don't miss the summer of savings with all remaining 2024 Mazda CX-90s, $15,000 off. Mazda 3s, $199, and Mazda CX-5s, $259. Greco Mazda of Delray Beach on Federal Highway just south of Linton. Or visit GrecoDelrayMazda.com.
Marlins fans, come together to celebrate Japanese heritage. Join the Marlins Saturday, September 12th at 4:10 p.m. for the Japanese Heritage Celebration as part of the T-Mobile Heritage Series at Lone Depot Park. Your special ticket package includes an exclusive Japanese heritage jersey and a ticket to watch the Fightin' Fish take on the Dodgers. Plus, arrive early to take part in the pregame heritage parade around the warning track. Don't miss it. Get your tickets now at marlins.com/Japanese.
2026 Florida football tickets are on sale now. Don't miss any of the 6 home games, including the home debut of Coach John Summerall on September 5th versus FAU. Homecoming on October 10th against the South Carolina Gamecocks. And don't miss the annual Saluting Those Who Serve game this year against the Oklahoma Sooners on November 7th. Visit FloridaGators.com and secure your seat for all of the action only in the Swamp.
Now, it's time for a little R&R.
Ball into the bucket, lays it up and in.
Ball game, Rizzo! Live in the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, this is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
This team is going to be tough when they finally get it together.
Sit back and relax. Let Russo and Rizzo take you home.
Oh, mercy! Light him up, Colin!
It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3. Colin Russo, Mike Rizzo, Elias Busmente behind the glass. Streaming live on YouTube at ESPN South Florida, ESPN West Palm on Twitter and Facebook. Mike and I made a recreation of the miracle scene with Coach Brooks, and we saw some of the competition.
Oh, man, dude.
Garbage.
If we don't win, like I said, I think it's going to come down to if our fearless leader and CEO, Craig Karmasin's going to let us
We
win
made the scene with Herb Brooks telling McClanahan, bruise on the legs a hell of a long way from the heart, and it was excellent, Mike and I. And everyone else is garbage.
I saw 2 out of Wisconsin that, no
Wisconsin
names.
with Ben Brust.
No, okay, I was about to say
Ben
no
Brust was trying to be the coach from Remember the Titans, and it was horrible.
I was about to say no names, please.
Brust, stop.
Good basketball player. Good basketball
He's a fine
player.
basketball player. Let's bounce around. Let's do a little 5 and 5. Send my flag of the credit union.
5 topics.
High five.
5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Let's get out of here.
Endless takes.
You can't handle the truth.
All gas, no brakes.
And it's shaking Big Ten.
It's time for the 5 at 5.
Hold on to your butts.
Presented by Flagler Credit Union, proud supporter of FAU athletics. Number 1.
The PGA Tour announced that they will be introducing match play playoffs to end the year starting in 2028. 32 players will make it, and then the next week will be cut down to 16 with the final 2 going head-to-head. Kyle, are you into the change coming up in 2028?
Change was what again?
So, again, the PGA Tour is announcing...
Yes, with the playoff system.
Match play playoffs.
I love this.
So, again, 32 players will make it, and then the next week it'll be cut down to 16 with the final 2 going head-to-head.
I love this. This is great. People like match play. It's at the end of the season. You have plenty of your majors and tournaments. This is a good way to kind of put a cap on it. People love the head-to-head. You're going to have a run or two. This is what they need. They've been trying to reinvent it. I think this is going to be great.
I'm not going to lie, Kyle. Golf's got a little stale to me. It's gotten a little stale to me.
You're not going to be into the Tour Championship this weekend.
I like Scheffler. Ever since Tiger, I've been trying to find a void. I thought it was going to be...
I'll be into the Tour Championship this weekend.
Colin,
this will be good.
I thought it's Spieth. Like, I remember when I was in high school, early college, I thought Jordan Spieth was going to be the next big thing. I thought maybe Justin Thomas could take a big step. I don't know. I guess I am that horrific golf fan that everyone hates that wants a big name like Tiger.
Number 2.
Like, I understand there are big names on the tour right now, but like I'm not like you and Christian tuned into everything every single week. I watch the majors. All right, you want to know what I am tuned into? The playoff race, because it's looking more and more like we will have at least one team in the postseason with the losing record. Not if the Cleveland Indians have anything to say about that in their 6-game win streak. But Kyle, should these teams be dismissed no matter what, or is baseball random enough that they can make a run?
They can make a run.
Dude.
That's life. That's what happens. It happens every year.
Hang on. You explain to me how they can make a run, because the team that's going to win...
They avoid everybody in the AL East.
The team that's going to win the AL East and the Rays is going to have a harder path than the final team in the wild card.
Who will be at 2 games under 500.
Because if the final team in the wild card beats the other wild card team, they're going to face the White Sox or whoever. Keep in mind, Indians 2.5 games back of the White Sox without 20 games to play.
You got either the Rangers or the Astros. The Astros who are in free fall, and so are the Rangers. Versus, let's say, the Cleveland Guardians, and the winner will take on Chicago. Versus the New York Yankees taking on the Red Sox, who have been the hottest team since June 1st, and that's who they have to deal with. And then they got to play the Rays, who are another division rival. I mean, they should reseed. They don't. The biggest problem. I'll bring it up until October. But yes, any team can make a run, especially in the AL.
Problem is, who's gonna hit on those horrific...
I didn't say it was going to be the Guardians. Hold on. Don't run away with this.
If it's the think of it, though. Who are those teams fighting for that? The Tigers, the Indians, the Twins.
Yep.
Seattle. AL East, the AL West, Seattle. I mean, the fact that... Listen, I think Seattle having the season they're having is an absolute... That might be... I was about to say more so than the Blue Jays. Probably not. Where are the Blue Jays?
The Blue Jays are 3 games back at 64 and 69.
All right, so they're in there too. The 2 most disappointing teams in the AL, probably bar for bar, Toronto and Seattle. They're still alive.
I would agree with you.
You're going to doubt it. Colin, this is...
Well, now you're back.
3.
Now you see, this is Mike all over. This is Mike all over.
Here's the thing.
Mike was putting dirt on the grave of the Guardians after they got swept by the Mets about a month ago, and he's been putting dirt. He put dirt on the grave. He dropped off the flowers. He put in the tombstone. 2026 Guardians or no more. He said it. Quote.
6 in a row.
He was done. Now they've won 6 in a row.
6 in a row.
And Mike is shaping his ring finger and getting the measurements for the championship ring. It's a little tough to pick.
We're not winning anything. Dude, make the playoffs again. Give me something fine. Give me another. Give me something to watch. Cavs aren't doing anything.
What are the A's up to?
Browns aren't doing anything. The A's
24 and 41, the worst home record in the league at home.
That Mickey Mouse ballpark in
that
San
everybody else loves except for the A's.
Dude, fantasy baseball starting at. Where are you at in fantasy baseball? Are you
eliminated? Yeah, the playoffs started this week. So limited.
So we have one more week, and then playoffs, and next week I have the bye.
Nice. I lost first round of playoffs.
Where are we at?
Number 3.
Is this Tua? Yeah, it is Tua. Tua will get the start for the Falcons in the preseason finale in Miami this Friday. Should the Dolphins fans boo Tua Tagovailoa?
I think they're happy that he's no longer a part of the team, so I would say no, right?
Yeah, no. Why would you boo him? I mean, well, I'll tell you why you
He
boo
took
him.
the
'cause
money, I guess.
You got dead cap. I mean, I guess.
They probably will boo him, but it's not to the point where, yeah, he was poor with the media. He was never poor with the fans.
yeah.
He was never poor with the fans.
Yeah.
He was good about, representing the team for the most part. He was just a little lackluster in what he said, and he was not a consistent player. But he led them. He had a playoff run with them. They had some good teams with him. I don't think that's worthy, especially now that he's off the team.
You want to know what fan would boo him?
I'd like to see you go up to Philadelphia with that big mouth of yours and yap about the fans. It would take 2 minutes for you to be finished. That'd be the end
You
of
can't
it.
go
How about
after
that
the,
one, buddy?
You can't go after the Philly fans
they boo him.
for Mr. Boo when the Browns fans
They'd boo him.
boo just about anything.
The Browns would boo him, too, so I'll give you this one.
No one's thinking about Ohio State. No one cares.
I think it's a little more fair that they booed Watson, but regardless.
Number 4.
Listen, I don't agree with it, but if you're asking me what's more fair than booing Tua or booing Watson, I probably would say the guy.
Watson after an injury?
The guy who's going to have to face our Lord and Savior, for what he's done. Allegedly what he's done, whatever. ESPN.com looked at the top 100 players. Darn it, I had a list. Oh, it's here. Never mind. Top 100 players in the 2026 college football season. Number 1, South Florida native, Ohio State, Jeremiah Smith.
No one's thinking about Ohio State. No one cares.
Can a non-quarterback top this list in your eyes, Colin? I mean, if you don't think Jeremiah is number 1, I got nothing for you.
Yeah, he is number 1.
He's the best receiver prospect maybe since Calvin Johnson or Larry Fitzgerald.
Since Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Who is, turned into an otherworldly player at the next
level. How about
level.
the other ones, though? Like Smith and Jigba and Garrett Wilson, who's got, trash cans throwing him the ball. I have Craig Karma's in the 5th time he's been mentioned today, our CEO and fearless leader of Good Karma Sports. I had his Chat GPT. I had Craig's Chat GPT make me 1 through 10 on teams who have the most players on the list.
Okay.
Do you want? I was going to do this exercise. Do you want to? Who do you think is at number 1?
Every single 1 through 10 has multiple players in the list.
Yes. So the team at number 1 has the most players on.
Can you give me the
list.
number of number 1?
All right, 8 players.
Wow.
Number 1 has 8 players.
And how many people are on this list total?
100.
150, I think?
Yeah, 100 players. 100 players.
So 100 players, they got 8? Oh
yeah, they have 8. It's a very. I think you could get it.
I mean, I'm shooting out there Miami, Texas, or Ohio State, and I'm going to go neither of the 3.
Neither of the 3.
Wow. No Miami, no Texas, no Ohio State. Is it Georgia?
It is not Georgia. You're thinking too hard.
Okay.
It's a team that
it's not Miami. It's not Texas. It's not Georgia.
It's a team you've been high on in the past. Your first year, you told me you thought this team was going to.
Oregon?
Yes. Number 8.
Oh, okay. I can listen to that.
Dante Moore, Amari Washington, we don't need to go through every name. 8 players.
Oregon's number 1. I'm interested in that.
And
that's
listen,
my preseason
number 2,
champion.
How about this? I'll give you a hint. Number 2, none of the teams you mentioned.
Wow.
None of the teams you mentioned.
So it's no Georgia, no Texas, no Miami, no Ohio State.
I also think you could get it, though. I can't get
Is it Indiana?
It is. And I was about to say because of their run last year. Indiana has 7 players, according to ESPN.
It's hard to argue against it, but go ahead.
Number 3 is a team you're going to be seeing week 2 in
Ohio
the night
State
game.
or Texas?
Texas is
That makes
7.
sense. They got Colin Simmons. They got Cam Coleman. They got Arch Manning.
So as I'm just realizing, this is why I need to check chat's work. Texas has 7 players as well, so same amount as Indiana. All right, number 4, team you have not.
Less, is it 7 again?
It's less than 7, and it's 6. There are 2 teams with 6.
2 teams with 6.
And you haven't mentioned any of them. You haven't mentioned any of these 2 teams.
Ohio State's getting burned by this
I know.
list,
Trust me, it's ridiculous. It's
Oh.
the bias. The hate on the Buckeyes. The hate on the Buckeyes.
They are getting burned.
Remember,
by this.
everyone told me they wouldn't be able to refill last year, and they had 5 guys go in the first round. Idiots. All right.
Is it Texas Tech?
Yes. Texas Tech has 6 players. That's one of them.
I'm surprised by that. Okay. So no, it's Texas Tech, It's not Georgia. It's not Ohio State. It's not Texas.
Nope.
Or we already had Texas.
Yep.
All right, interesting. Is it Alabama?
It is not Alabama, but you're in the right conference.
All right. So it's not Alabama. It's not Georgia.
Scumbag. Scumbag.
Lane Kiffin
yes,
and
LSU. LSU.
It is LSU.
Number 6.
Has 6 players on the list.
They got
LSU
6.
is over Georgia and Ohio State and
Yes.
Notre Dame. And Notre Dame. We haven't even mentioned
Notre
them.
Dame did not crack the top 10.
What's number 10? What's their number?
3.
Notre Dame doesn't have 3 top 100 players.
Nope. Not according to ESPN.
They got the corner. They got CJ Carr. They don't have 3?
They don't have 3. And
That's
the
a little
corner
rough.
is the second player on the list.
Yeah, that's a little rough.
Corner's second player on
young,
the list.
young. That's
all
the-
right. So Kyle, 6, 7, and 8 have 5 players. 3 teams, 5 players. You've mentioned them.
All right. Ohio State's probably on this.
Yes. Finally, the Buckeyes checking in.
Georgia.
Yep.
Okay. And this team also has 5 teams, 5 players. It's Miami.
Yep. The U.
Miami's got 5. We could probably tell you the 5. I mean, it's probably Fletcher, Tony, Mensah.
Yep. Wilson.
Wilson. Is Torrey on that?
Moten Sr.
Okay.
And by the way, for those that are interested, Malachi Tony at number 4, Darian Mensah, number 23, Mark Fletcher, 29, Damian Wilson, the second,
Laughably
63,
too high for Malachi Tony.
and then Moten, 18. Yeah, Tony's a bit high, bro.
Too high.
Very high.
Guys, really?
Very high. But you can't tell a Miami fan will want to fight you if you tell
I
him
agree,
that.
but like,
Literally, will want to
he's
fist
a top
fight you.
25, 30 player. We're talking about all positions. It's not just receiver.
Yeah.
I'd put him at the 4th receiver.
Yeah.
You'd put Smith. You'd put Coleman. I mean, you put somebody else before you get to him. I don't know.
Like I said, got to be careful. Miami fans are going to bust down the door here and come in and try to fight us. I think he's top 15. I think he's top 15 easily.
Is that number 5 on the list? No, on the 5.
And then there's 2 at 3. 2 players at 3. 2 players. 2 teams at 3.
All right, it's Notre Dame and somebody else.
Iowa and Clemson. Quickly, college football is approaching. ESPN looked at some long shots that can make some noise. They threw out Ole Miss and Washington as dark horse playoff teams. Who are some teams that will fly under the radar? I got one, and it's Penn State, solely because of the schedule.
Easy schedule and a good coach.
Matty Campbell, great coach. And I think Penn State could sneak in. I'd probably put my money on that.
I agree. They avoid Indiana. They avoid Oregon. They avoid Ohio State. They got Michigan, Washington, and USC. And USC is the home game at their whiteout.
Quickly, you want my group of 5? Okay. Boise State. I think
what's with them this year? Interesting?
They're going to win their conference, I think.
Okay.
The Mountain West, they're going to win that conference.
You're not high on Heartline. They just announced their starter. Who'd they announce? They announced the guy who's been around college football forever, USF, that is. What was his name?
I should know it. Buren.
Yes, Van Buren. Michael Van Buren.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
it.
It was on the tip of my tongue.
Michael Van Buren.
Their over-under is 8.5. I think they win 9 games.
Okay.
I don't think 9 games, 9-3 USF gets into the playoff.
I would agree with that. No doubt.
I know, yeah, 9-3. I'll have Heartline this year.
Listen, I don't think this is going to be a playoff team. Keep an eye on Cal.
You love the quarterback. And explain the quarterback again.
Jaron Kive Sagapulatele, JKS, true sophomore, will be a top 5 pick in an NFL draft.
I am impressed. The last name again?
Sagapulatele. Well, I had him on. He's friend of show.
I could. Yeah,
so I had to
actually
get the name. I know the name.
And you got that right. He actually is friend of show because he was on the radio with you.
Yeah, he's friend of show. We have tons of friends of show. It's a popular show with friends.
Who's our guy on ESPN that
Joe Fortenbaugh?
Schrager. Schrager's not friend of show.
Peter Schrager?
He's never joined us.
Peter Schrager's friend of show.
He's dodging us.
He kind of has dodged us. We got to get him on before the season. That's actually a good idea. We should look at that
we
next
need
week.
Joe Fortenbaugh so I could rip him.
We can fade every bet he makes.
He got me off of the Rams. I told him, like, Joe, I like the Rams. He goes, you know what, Riz, not so much the Rams, but can I sell you on Arizona? And I took Arizona with them.
You drank that Kool-Aid like nobody I've ever seen.
I should have stayed on the Rams.
That was like a 7.5, too. That was a godforsaken pick.
I was all over dude. The Rams were like 9.5 last year. They shattered that.
And then you took the Cardinals over at 7.5 or something like that. What a godforsaken
horrific team. We're gonna be horrific again this year. That was the 5 at 5 presented by Flagler
whatever Joe
Credit
Fortenbaugh tells us to bet, we'll just take the other side.
How about Notre Dame not having 3 players?
Guys, let's
on
think.
That list?
Let's think.
How about that? How about that?
They have the Heisman.
Dude,
they have the number 1 in the Heisman odds, but they only have 3 players on the list.
They are Notre Dame. I don't mind shouting them out. Joe Klatt of Fox. I am a big subscriber to his YouTube page. ESPN College Football does a great job. They had Herb Street make his college football playoff bracket. Dude, all these guys have Notre Dame winning. All of them have the trendy picks of the Final Four teams of Ohio State, Texas, Ohio State, Indiana, Miami, and Notre Dame. Those are the four.
They're very high.
Out of any of those lists that I see, granted, can Ohio State survive the schedule? That's going to be the conversation all year with them. But with them in it, those are the four. And the popular picks right now are Notre Dame versus Texas. People love it's that time of the year where people are overrating Texas.
I like Oregon. I think Oregon's due for it.
Oregon, they bar for bar, I think they have the most talented. I think they actually are right to have 8 guys.
And they
on
have
that
continuity.
list.
They
But,
got continuity.
Do you trust the coach?
No,
I don't like Lanning the 2 times in the college football playoff. The game was over against Ohio State 8 minutes into the game. And then the Indiana game was the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
Cignetti pantsed Lanning just like how Day pantsed Lanning the year
But
before.
I do remember this. I remember when they played, and it's in hindsight, it wasn't a great win. But when they beat Penn State at Penn State in one of the final games of France.
I told you that was funny.
But I remember that game watching Dante Moore and thinking, this guy's a pro prospect. This guy needs another year. And to his credit, whether it was the Jets or not, he came back to college. Watch him have a really big year. Oregon is usually, and one thing about Oregon, they get good college quarterbacks. Guys play well at Oregon. Dylan Gabriel, who you love, played well at Oregon. Bo Nix was a great Oregon quarterback for what it's worth. They got the guys play well at that position in Oregon. So
now
keep an eye on that.
I had my Cleveland friend send me it. It was ESPN Cleveland, former radio station I used to work at, talking about a mock draft. Who do you think they had the Browns trading up for and taking at number 1?
We're already there?
Dude, Dante Moore.
What day is it? August 26th?
What do you mean that's where we're at? Deshaun Watson's the starting quarterback. I fear for Deshaun if he's the starter in that first game, and it's sad. That's sad.
Fine, we'll do this exercise once and once only. You could choose one quarterback to be the starter for the Browns next season.
Can I watch the season?
No.
I can't watch the college football season.
You can eventually, but yes. Today, you're choosing.
I hope they trade for somebody. I
don't like any of the rookies?
I don't think so, dude. Sell me?
What if Arch Manning has a huge year?
I think Arch, if he has another eligibility for college, I think he might even go back to college. If the Browns are at 1, I think he goes back to college.
Would you take Julian Saint?
Little small.
Darian Mensah?
Little small.
Right. Would you take
Sean Blaze? Little small.
Right. Well, take Dante Moore?
No. I want nothing to do with an Oregon quarterback. Nothing.
You don't like Bo Nix?
I think it's a great
Justin Herbert?
I don't have Sean Payton coaching him up. I don't have a Hall of Fame coach. I think let's hope the Monk Man can coach. I'm not sitting here saying I'm out on the Monk Man, but I don't have a Hall of Fame coach like Sean Payton running the operation.
Would you take Sam Levitt?
Out of any of those names you just told me,
that's my least favorite.
Out of any of those names you just told me,
LSU,
I think that's the most intriguing one.
Keep an eye on Jaden Maeva.
Yeah,
USC.
The USC kid.
I think he's very underrated.
Our program director, friend of show and boss, Brian Rowitz, he said that he thinks Lincoln Riley doesn't survive this season.
It's very possible.
And music to my ears, because we got them at a peculiar time in our schedule. I would love to play a USC in a throwaway game at that godforsaken Coliseum.
Half full.
Lincoln's not getting fired. What? They're going to fire him and get who? What's that guy going to do?
It's got a lot of money to that program.
What's that guy going to do? But who has succeeded there that's not named Pete Carroll, who left the program in shambles?
It's a tough program.
They've had.
But they look at Miami. They look at Texas. They see teams that were in the similar positions, and they're thinking, we could do that.
They've had 7 coaches that have not worked out. Lane Kiffin being one of them, and Steve Sarkisian.
Put yourself in their position. UCLA just got a new coach, and they like him. Bob Chesney, the guy from JMU. Cal Berkeley, for what it's worth, just got Tosh Lupoy, and they like him. And that's an ACC team, quietly. Stanford, fine, throwaway. There's not a lot of great. There's not a lot of great teams in Cali, and therefore there's all these teams are trying to figure it out because who's going to run that state? I mean, you can make an argument. USC's got the most money, but the team's not the best. So that's why California's a football. People love talking about Texas and Florida. California's right there. California is so talent rich with football.
Yeah. You want to know who recruits that state better than any California team?
No one's thinking about Ohio State. No one
time.
cares.
Let's take a break. That's Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo, Elias Bustamante. First things first, let me tell you, Hard Rock Bet. You think that, Ohio State's going to survive the schedule. If you think that Cal Berkeley is going to be underrated, that's my over-under pick for college football. We'll talk about that a little bit more later in the week. But all the sleepers, all the futures, all the player props, you have it all available to you in the Hard Rock Bet app, which you can download today in the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. Hard Rock's the best because it's catered to both types of players. New player, all right, I don't know what I'm doing in a sports book. I don't know what to bet on. Well, that's where you check out the Discover page. You can see other users' bets. You can tap and tag along on their stuff. Or if you're the experienced bettor and you want to do a very complicated parlay, utilize your Profit Boost promo picks, you could do that also on the app. It is too available, too easy, and also too much fun. Football is about 3 days away, so gear up in the right way. And that is with Hard Rock Bet. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus. Physically present in for the wager. Terms and conditions do apply. If you or somebody knows a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE. Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo, Elias Bustamante. It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
What's the Anajar and Levine difference? When you're injured in a car crash, we focus on your case so you can focus on the one thing that matters most, getting better. I'm Glenn Levine with Anajar and Levine. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation, 1-800-747-FREE. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Whether it's a clutch touchdown pass, a game-winning dunk, or an impressive dash to the finish, we want to highlight the best performance of the week. The winning performance will receive $500 courtesy of Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Catch the biggest moments and winners all season long on ESPN 106.3 and ESPN West Palm Play. Nominate them today by emailing highschool@espnwestpalm.com. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Welcome to being treated like a pro.
Hey, it's Tina. Looking for the perfect family getaway without leaving paradise? Treat your crew to the family retreat package at O Resort and Spa in Palm Beach. Enjoy daily breakfast for up to 5 guests, complimentary kids and teen club access, non-motorized water sports, daily valet, and even a late 2 p.m. checkout, so you can soak up every last minute together. Create unforgettable memories right here in Palm Beach. Visit eauresortandspa.com to book your family retreat today. Terms and conditions apply.
Time now for the Land Rover Palm Beach Player of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. Every Player of the Week is eligible to win a scholarship at the end of the year. This year, a $20,000 scholarship will be awarded to an athlete, with $5,000 going to the winner's high school athletic department. Land Rover Palm Beach, above and beyond. Here's Cade Chumslin.
Our Land Rover Palm Beach Player of the Week is Somerset Canyon's volleyball libero, Taylor Schneider. Taylor has been a foundational member of the Cougars volleyball team, starting all 4 years of her high school career. Last Thursday, she recorded 16 digs in the team sweep against Royal Palm Beach. Here she is on what it means for her to be a Cougar.
Club volleyball had always been hard for me, and then I started here, and I started loving the sport again. So I think for Somerset, it just brought me my love back for volleyball, so I'm so grateful for it.
Congratulations, Taylor, on being selected this week's Land Rover Palm Beach Player of the Week.
Looking for the best pizza in Palm Beach County or the perfect spot to catch the big game with friends? Then head to Adrian's Pizza Bar at City Place in West Palm Beach. Enjoy handcrafted cocktails and Adrian's world-famous original square pizza, straight from Stone Street, Manhattan. From game day gatherings to late-night bites, Adrian's is the place everyone's talking about. Open daily from 11:30 a.m. to midnight. And don't miss the best happy hour in town. Twice daily from 11:30 to 6 p.m. and again from 10 p.m. till close. Adrian's Pizza Bar at City Place, bringing the legendary flavors of Stone Street, Manhattan to West Palm Beach.
Hey, it's Steph Prince here, and in South Florida, you need an AC team that can deliver in the clutch. That's why my family trusts Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. As a mom of 3, trust me, when your AC goes down, you don't want to strike out with the wrong company. You want a team that keeps the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps the family cool. And Bob Bradley knows a thing or two about coaching a winning team. He coached his son Bobby all the way to becoming a first-round draft pick, and now he's helping his grandson Trey develop his game. And one thing's for sure, high standards run in the Bradley family. Bob brings that same major league mindset to the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. From residential and commercial repairs to installations, maintenance, and upgrades, they step up to the plate and get the job done right the first time. And while Bob waits for Trey's call to the majors, he's still delivering major league service every single day right here in South Florida. Call Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning today at 561-793-7497 or visit bradleyair.com.
Let's get back to the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. This is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3. Colin Russo, Mike Rizzo, Elias Bustamante. Mike, they announced that the Pro Bowl is over.
Oh, thank God. Can we get All-Star Weekend over for the NBA next? That's the one that really needs to go. NBA All-Star Weekend is the one they really need to put an axe on. I hate to be the bearer of bad news and, the Grim Reaper over here. I don't know, man. What do you do? Like, hockey figured it out.
Make it like
Hockey figured it out.
Make it like a games weekend. I don't know. A bunch of podcasts go there.
Hockey's got the juice with the All-Star game. Because those guys care. They care about pride of country, and they're going to try their butts off. Now, call me biased. I think the MLB is fine. I still wish that they'd play for the World Series home field. I think that was awesome.
It's never going to happen again. It's just illogical.
I was the only person who liked that.
Dude, it's just an illogical system.
It was so much fun. They tried their butts off.
Yeah,
I
was not a fan of that.
I like the home run derby. Like the gimmicks in MLB.
It works because people want to change the pace.
It lasted the test of time, unlike the 3-point contest. And listen, it kills me to say this because it was my favorite thing growing up. I'll never forget Jason Richardson going through his legs in the early 2000s, the back-to-back champ, Golden State Warrior, Jason Richardson, that is, Michigan State grad. The dunk contest has turned into the biggest waste of time in all of sports.
I think
the issue is it died when LeBron refused to do it.
Well, here's what I'll say.
Because then the big stars didn't want to do it. LeBron didn't do it, and he said, nope, not doing this, and it died there.
Here's another thing.
That's where it died.
Two things killed the dunk contest to me. I agree. Stars don't want to do it. That's number one. Number two, the best dunkers are not NBA players.
Dude,
the rise of social media. These guys, you see guys on social media do these berserk. All they do is train their vertical.
Yeah.
This is what they do. There are better dunkers outside of the NBA than there are in.
I told you that I've been watching the old school. I promise this correlates. I've been watching the old school Batman series from the 90s. I'm scrolling through HBO. What's that guy's name? The white guy who could jump, who won it the last two times?
Mac McClung.
I almost said Lad McConkey, the receiver.
Mac McClung you're talking about.
Dude, it was him and like three other guys in a promo of some dunk show on HBO. So yeah, I agree with you. The best dunkers probably aren't in the NBA.
That's it. I think that is a skill that was been lapped by the general public comparatively.
What was it 2 years ago when they were chucking half-court shots with like 12 minutes to go in the first quarter? That
the
dude, what was it in Indianapolis? It was like in Indiana.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, that was the biggest waste of time. Do you want to know what's not the biggest waste of time? It's making money. And that is with our good friends at Hard Rock Bet. Folks, I'm going to be betting betting responsibly, but I'm gonna be gambling like a maniac on college football coming up. My $5, $10 bets. I mean, it's that time of the year. Colin and I, later in the week, we're doing, and listen, we've been saying this, Colin, I feel like we've been saying for 4 months we're doing our over-unders in college. Well, folks, the day has finally come, and that's going to be coming up on this Friday where Colin and I go do our college football over and unders, and we're getting our lines, we're getting our odds with our good friends at Hard Rock Bet. You could join us today. Check out all the great promos that they got going on. New gamblers, you know the drill. If you're listening here, maybe you're visiting Florida, just moved here, you need somewhere to bet. Well, guess what? There's only one place to bet, and that's Hard Rock. You deposit $5, bet $5 on anything. If you win, got to win, you're going to get $150 in bonus bets. NFL right around the corner. MLB in full swing coming up for the playoffs. Get involved today with Hard Rock Bet. That's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus, physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you're a friend and concerned about gambling, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE. Now, Colin, before we hit a timeout, I got some breaking news in a sense of jersey power. I'm not jersey guy. All right, I'm not.
Sports jersey.
Yes, I'm not jersey guy. I actually got someone's jersey, and it's in the mail right now.
Tell us after the break, because I have no idea whose jersey you get, other than maybe Jeremiah Smith.
Come on.
It's Jeremiah Smith.
But like,
unbelievable. You got Jeremiah Smith's Ohio State jersey.
I did. I got 4.
Authentic?
Authentic.
You got 4 of them?
No, his number is 4. We call him 4. I got 4's number. I'm ready. Oh yeah, Scarlet.
The black one is the best one.
Cohen.
The black one is the best one.
Cohen. It's not red. Scarlet. Scarlet.
The black one, the blackout jerseys are the best
but I'm old school. I don't.
You want to wear the same color as everybody else in the stadium.
I don't like when Ohio State wears alternate jerseys.
I love that.
Our white jersey, our white on gray away jersey, I think is the best in college football, and I think the scarlet home jersey is the best.
You
in college
got a
football.
Jeremiah Smith jersey. Okay. Wow.
I usually don't go player.
Is there a current player on the Browns you have a jersey of?
Dude, I wouldn't buy a Browns jersey. I wouldn't buy a current Cleveland Brown jersey. I don't even have.
Do you have Myles Garrett?
He's not on the team
No,
anymore.
I know, but do you have one?
I don't. I never got it. I'm a phony for that, but I never got it.
I think that's that imperative, but okay.
I never got it. But Jeremiah, I mean, that's the one you get. That's the player you get.
You get the authentic one, too.
Yes.
You would never get a fake one.
I have the authentic one.
Wow. You going to wear it every game day?
I'm going to wear it every Friday for college football.
That'll get old quick.
And then, yeah. So every Friday you're going to see. And you want to know what else?
Get old
you
want to know
the hat? You want to know what broke on me? My Buckeye necklace. So you want to know what Granny Chia in Columbus is sending me an overnight package of? Brand new Buckeye necklace.
Gotta have it overnight.
Dude, Granny Chia.
There's not a game for 10 days.
Shout out Granny Chia, who we met as students. She had her shop set up outside the shoe. I got her number. To this day, she always hooks me up with Buckeye stuff.
Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo, Elias Bustamante. We'll do a little Blitz the Book next. It's Russo and Rizzo right here on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
K-I-T-T-Y. Everybody say Hello Kitty.
Calling all Hello Kitty fans. Join the Marlins for Hello Kitty Day on Sunday, September 13th at Lone Depot Park. Catch the Fightin' Fish when they face the Dodgers at 1:40 p.m. and take home an exclusive Marlins Hello Kitty small purse with your ticket package. It's the perfect game day for fans of all ages. Don't miss it. Bring your friends and families to the sweetest game of the season. Get your tickets now at marlins.com/Hello Kitty.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Banyan Printing, your trusted partner for all your printing and signage needs. With 48 years of local service, over 1,000 customers choose Banyan for fast turnaround, free delivery, consistent results, and market-leading customer service. Banyan's all-in-one solution saves businesses time and resources. From business cards and brochures to direct mail services and signage, they eliminate the hassle of multiple vendors. If you're unsure you're getting the best service or value, visit banyanonline.com or call 561-586-6220.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
Let's get back to the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. This is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
It's Russo and Rizzo. It is a Wednesday edition right here, the 26th of August. Stay tuned after this. We also got another hour of Pink Smoke. Colin Russo guest star.
Debut, brother. Now, we are going to be talking to Kai Kamara. He is the second all-time leading goal scorer in MLS history. So we're going to try to figure out the problems with Inter Miami, why we're on this losing skid. You know, our last 5 games, folks, 4 losses, 1 draw. So we're going to try to break it all down with Kai Kamara coming up during Pink Smoke.
That's all coming up for the next hour up until 7 p.m. And no game tonight.
No game tonight. We got a game coming up on Saturday. Montreal coming to New Bank Stadium. Colin, another opponent in which Inter Miami is going to be better than. So, you know, I'm kind of holding my breath here as far as trying to get all 3 points at home. Now, something I do want to talk about during Pink Smoke as well with Colin, Liverpool. Kyle, did you watch a game? Did you watch a game this past weekend?
Yeah, over the weekend I did, yes.
Now, Elias, you weren't on the air for when Colin picked his Premier League team. He decided to go with my arch nemesis in Liverpool.
They don't play till Saturday again.
What are your thoughts on Colin going with my arch nemesis in Liverpool?
I mean, I think you make the right choice. I think Liverpool fits you perfectly.
It's fun to watch. And I noticed that the first game, they're fun to watch.
Yep.
Like I watched Man United turn off for 5 minutes. I couldn't wait to turn it off.
I mean, if they lose against a recently promoted team, I get it. You know,
it's fine. Couldn't wait to turn it off. And I think a number of fans who I know, thousands of Man United fans, they all agreed.
We finished higher than you on the table last year.
That's
but
great. You know, last year was last year.
And that's the other thing.
It's one game.
Colin, the thing is, like, they leave from the past.
So if Man U keeps this up, they're going to get relegated.
For those of you that don't know, I am a Manchester United fan, and Elias, the Arsenal fan, who has the best team in the league right now, and Colin, a Liverpool fan, my arch rival, are having a laugh with me, and I don't appreciate it. One fixture, guys. It's what I keep telling myself. One fixture. Can't win all of them.
You know,
now, Elias,
when you bring back an interim coach, then all of a sudden the wheels
It's a cycle.
fall off.
It's a cycle. It's the same thing every year.
All of a sudden the relegation talks are going to start. They're going to be playing in some no-names league, please. It's going to be terrible.
Don't spit my own jargon back at me.
Can't bring back the interim coach. That was my first read. I was watching it first 3 minutes. I'm like, you can't bring that.
They're going to spend another $100 million for nothing. You know, it's the same. Always.
He's alluding to Tielemans and Santos being the worst players on the pitch in the central defensive midfield. I'm hoping Baliba can change
No, he's not going to change anything. It's going to be the same.
Okay. All right.
So I'm a Liverpool fan.
Makes sense.
They got Nottingham Forest coming up this weekend, I think on Saturday, the early game. But we'll keep an eye on it. Absolutely, no doubt. Fun to watch. So I was a fan of that. And I like, teams play fast. There's a little bit of energy, excitement. It's the opposite of what you get in an Arsenal game. So sign me up for that.
Hang on. Give Arsenal credit. They battered Coventry. They had the ball. They weren't playing haram ball. They actually played soccer. So
right,
Mike, you could have played for Coventry.
No, I could not. I'm keeping a buck with you. I could not. I couldn't play for Grimsby, who United lost to last year.
And, all right. How about that? I got some homework tonight, too. It sounds like I got to watch Dodgeball again soon.
Yes.
I want to watch the Vince Young documentary. Have you watched that yet?
No, but I got 2 documentaries I got to watch. I got to watch that, and then, Elias, I got to watch the Mourinho one.
I've heard that's good. That's on Netflix, right? Or
this is very good.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I might watch that myself.
And Mourinho was the manager for United as well, famously more for Madrid.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's there a second time right now. And Chelsea, he coached some of the best Chelsea teams ever. But he did make a stop at United. I'm interested to see if they highlighted that or not.
I've heard that's very good. I think it's multiple episodes, too.
Yes.
About 4 episodes?
Or something like that. They say it's very, very good. Short stop on United, very short.
Yeah. And then I told you I'm watching Lanterns. Me and Zazzlo got me into that. And I'm watching the old school Batman. I got a lot of stuff I'm watching
the Vince Young, you're going to have to. I think that's a one-off. I think it's an Untold. Do you ever see any of those Untolds? They had the Manti Te'o one, which is good. They had the Tim Donahue, who was the ref who rigged the 2002 Western Conference game series with the Kings and the Lakers. They also did the Steve McNair. You didn't see the Steve McNair documentary?
No, but I loved McNair. Dude, keep in mind.
Good story.
Eddie George. Loved Eddie George because of obvious reasons. And when I was a young lad watching in the early 2000s, I really did kind of fall in love with those Titan teams. When I was very young, the Browns were horrific. And as I said, I loved Eddie George. So watch a lot of
a couple inches away against the Rams.
What was the Miracle at
the Music City Miracle?
Thank you. I always get that wrong.
But, yeah, that's interesting. So I got to watch the Vince Young documentary. Apparently it's good. So I'll have to get into that.
And listen, that Texas team was great. Keep in mind that year they won the Big 12 early on in the season. They went into Columbus and they came out winners. And they beat USC and that loaded team.
Yeah, one of the great games of all time.
And I remember watching that live. That was one
36-33.
Dude, Kyle, 11 years old. My brother was 14. I remember like it was yesterday. We were watching it. Our basement just got done at the house, and we were watching it in the basement, and we had all our friends over for it, and nobody thought Texas was going to, USC, dude, was, they were the team. They every single year, the game, and earlier that year, keep in mind, Matt Leinart had that game against Notre Dame where they won at the goal line with the rushing. Like, that year of college football was a lot of fun, dude. And the fact that it came down to those two teams were great. And Vince Young scamper into the back of the end zone. I mean, dude, just you can't write that stuff. Man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game specifically.
That's a story.
I don't really know what it's about with Young, so I'm curious.
Yeah, that was a storybook ending for Vince Young in his college career. And then obviously goes to the Titans. Had 2 good years, man. I think everyone forgets that about Vince Young. He had 2 good years. And one of the years, it actually got him on the cover of Madden.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Vince Young was on the cover of Madden.
07, 08,
06, 07.
Yeah, wow.
So, and he had good years. And granted, it fell apart quickly. That Titan team fell apart quickly. But good player, man. God, Vince Young, good player, dude. You think a good college quarterback's right up there, dude.
Yeah, it's a good topic for a documentary. So I got to watch that. That's definitely on the list. And I'll definitely try to watch the Mourinho documentary.
Yeah. Especially since you're getting into soccer now, too. Like, dude, it's no better time to check out one of the better
I'll
managers.
Get into that.
Yeah.
I mean,
when you think of greatest managers, probably Pep, Sir Alex, and then, dude, Mourinho's like probably a really close third.
There's another one.
Ancelotti?
There's another one on Netflix for France in 2010 on the World Cup. How they just got from being a finalist 4 years before.
Yes.
And how the players in that team basically sabotage the whole thing.
Oh, they really?
You like that one. You like that one.
Self-sabotage? Were they against the federation or something like that? Oh, the coach.
Yeah,
All right, any interest in Beckham?
No.
Unbelievable David Beckham documentary.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Unbelievable.
I'm all good.
Talks about him at United, at Madrid.
It's okay.
I'm all good on Beckham. That's your guy.
Dude, it was but guys, like, by his side, it was a fantastic. Like, people rant and rave about the documentary.
Watch the Ronaldinho one. Ronaldinho.
Oh, Ronaldinho, that's
good.
Where's that on?
Ronaldinho's great.
Also on Netflix.
That's on Netflix as well?
But
Netflix does a good job with the documentary. So does Prime Video.
Last thing on Beckham, all right? Because keep in mind, he played in the MLS. He came over to the MLS, played for the Galaxy.
Yeah, Galaxy.
And then he said, hey, I want to play in Europe. And he got a move to AC Milan and played with said Ronaldinho. And Colin, at the time, everyone's like, Beckham went to America. He can't play. He stinks. Dude, he played really well for AC Milan. They didn't win anything, but he played really well, and he proved to everybody that he could still play.
Yeah, I'm not dying to get on the Beckham documentary. But what I am dying to get to is Blitz the Book with Hard Rock Bet.
Send some heat. Pin your ears back. It's time to Blitz the Book. Presented by Hard Rock Bet.
Mike, we do not have our official futures day yet. No, but we're going to have to figure out the college football futures in just about a couple days here, before the end of the week, because we do have games this weekend. I don't know if you're planning on betting, NC State and Hawaii, but if you are, I mean, this is technically week 0. Futures, I'm actually going to throw one out there. These are not my official ones, but my overs, which I don't always do in college football because I think it's tricky. But Cal, I've told you that Cal's been my team. Mike, it's plus 110 to go over 6.5. I'm going to take the over.
Now, a team that I've been all over, a team that I've been a team that you told me about 5 months ago that was getting a whole nother team because this is the world that we live in. Dude, I'm taking Oklahoma State over.
That's going to be a good team. I'm taking Maker.
I'm taking Oklahoma State over under season total with our good friends at Hard Rock Bet.
5.5.
Dude, I'm taking that. I am all over that. Now, defense is going to be the question. They got Metzemaker. They got Hawkins.
Yeah,
Colin,
the running back.
The running back led college football in rushing yards last year. Now, they're not playing in the American. They're playing in the Big 12. Forgive me for thinking the competition gap isn't going to be that big of a deal. I mean, the 3 teams, and Kyle, we're going to talk about conferences and stuff, but Big 12, the 3 teams that separate themselves versus everybody is BYU, Utah, and Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Those 3 teams, and then everybody else. I think Oklahoma State can be that sleeper team that could sneak into that tier 1 if they could get any sort of defenses. They're going to score points.
The one I'm going to throw out there is I got to give Houston a little credit. Houston's over-unders at 7.5. They quietly won 10 games last year. Willie Fritz has been there this is now his 3rd year, I believe. And his 3rd year, they had a bad year the first year because he took over Holgerson, that terrible operation. They won 10 games last year. Dude, that's a 7.5 in the Big 12, as you said.
Yep.
That's another sneaky one I'd take a look at.
My final one, and Kyle, you got it up. Look up Penn State's over-under. Dude,
I imagine that's 9.5.
They avoid everybody.
I know. Yeah.
They literally
9.5.
avoid everybody. They play.
It's plus 142.
Dude, I'm taking that. I am all
like
over
10
that.
games there?
I'm biased. Matt Campbell, a Cleveland guy.
No
Love Matty
drop
Campbell.
games, and that means they got to go 2 and 3 against Michigan, Washington, and USC.
Yep, and Washington will be a tough game. That Damon Williams is a good quarterback. He doesn't want to be there. That kid's a good quarterback that wants to play in the NFL. It is.
And they're at Michigan?
At Michigan.
And then they're home against USC.
Home against USC. I think that's their whiteout
That is their
game.
whiteout game.
Now, dude, Washington is a sneaky one as well. I'm not going to take it because, dude, the quarterback doesn't want to be there.
I'm not touching Washington. I'm all good.
Neither am I. But our 5 at 5 story earlier today talked about how somebody's very high on Washington. The quarterback didn't want to be there. I'm not touching them with a 10-foot pole.
Agree.
And that was what's the book with Hard Rock Bet.
If I'm going to do over-unders in college football, I'm going to stay away from the guys at the top of the mountain. I like the mid-level teams. That's where I think where you could get diamonds in the rough. I'm telling you, I think Cal could be really underrated.
Take it every year. They win me money every year. You know who it is? Elias muted it.
Thank God. Thank God.
Elias muted it.
We're all good on nobody's thinking about Ohio State.
4 straight years. Overset.
Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo, Elias Busmenti. That was your Blitz book presented by Hard Rock Bet. Stay tuned. We got Pink Smoke coming back right after this up until 7 p.m. Should be a good one. A little into Miami talk, a little MLS talk. Should be a grand old time. Stay tuned on the ESPN South Florida page, ESPN West Palm FC page, all that good spots. Appreciate Elias Busmenti helping us out over the airwaves. If you missed any of it, go listen back. Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. That's Mike. I'm Colin. Elias. It is Russo and Rizzo. We'll see you in 5 minutes on ESPN 106.3.
Hungry? Time for a power play at Duffy Sports Grill. We're talking juicy burgers, crispy chicken tenders, stacked sandwiches, and wings tossed just the way you like them, all part of the power play lineup. Big flavor,